Bear to catch up on, man.
Right. Hey.
There he is. There's the real Tanks.
The real text.
Now I recognize you.
Now, before we started recording, obviously you said that you didn't know if it was really me. You were like 90% sure if it was me.
I thought you might have had like a young G that was like gonna about to bring you in, or it could have been your little brother or big brother or something. I don't know. I was just bugging. I was just, you know what it's like. This happened a couple times though. I've met a couple faceless YouTubers or rappers. You see the face. I swear I ran into AM from 410 one time.
Okay.
And I went and said like, "What's up to him?" He didn't know who I was, but it was just like, just looking at his face. I'm like, "Rah." And I'm like, "Is that really AM?" And then he spoke with a deep voice. And I'm like, "That's AM."
And you could tell it was him.
Definitely AM.
What's it? You said you met faceless YouTubers. Have you know that Hello Yassine guy? Have you met him?
Yeah, I know Hello Yassine, yeah.
Have you met him or?
Seen his face, yeah. Got the face card on him.
Okay.
I ain't gonna speak too much, but maybe probably not what you're expecting. Maybe I don't know.
I reckon he's Arab.
I ain't gonna say too much. Ain't gonna say too much.
That's real.
I linked with I don't know if you know the other YouTuber Blackie Speaks, but
Blackie Speaks.
he's face revealed
yeah.
now, innit? But I'd FaceTimed him with Baitface before. I'm just like,
What do you man even wrap up about?
just like YouTube videos, algorithm, life, like dealing with the behind the scenes pains of being a YouTuber, like all them sort of things. You know what I mean?
What are some of the pains of YouTube?
Man, I mean, you know it yourself. You was talking the other day just about like you're just on the grind, wake up, make video, go to sleep, and like
Yeah.
that ain't necessarily the way a normal person lives their life.
Yeah,
it's not
not at
necessarily a
all.
healthy way to live your life. You know what I mean? So I felt for you when you said that in your video the other day.
Okay, appreciate
Yeah,
it, bro, because you can relate. I remember
Fully.
when, what's it called? Obviously, I'm terrible with responses as well with everybody, bro.
Let's come.
Like, just terrible. And but you know how it gets. But I remember you posted on your story saying, like, how do I cope with this? Like, how do I just have I feel like you're trying to say, how do I just have a life outside of this? You know what I mean? I feel the same, bro. I feel like last 6-7 months I've had no life, bro.
It's weird, bro, because it's almost like I haven't worked it out yet. Like, it's something I'm working on right now. It's like a process. But this job, it gives you everything, but it kind of also takes everything away, if that makes sense.
Pretty
And I
much,
think
yeah.
when you're passionate about this stuff like we are, like I'm always been passionate about hip hop music, passionate about gangster rap, drill music, crime, all these things that I talk about, things that I'm passionate about and interested in. But it's like you're interested in these things and casual about them as a hobby. Not that I used to make a bit of music or whatever, but like
You used to make music.
used to make music back in the day, used to rap a little bit.
All right.
But like when it actually becomes your job and you're at it all the time, trying to keep up with what's going on, make content all the time, make your content better, invest in your equipment. Like even if you're not making a video, there's other stuff you could be upgrading your equipment, like improving your studio, networking. So it's like it's like a never-ending well that you kind of pour into, and sometimes it gives it back to you, and you got a real abundance in your life. But other times, it can be really negative, especially if people are hating on your videos or you getting backlash, someone's beefing with you or whatever. So it's a tough one. It's a you know what I mean. So that's when I talk to other YouTubers. That's like the other kind of thing I'll talk about of just like, you know, what's life like for you, how you dealing with this and that. You know what I mean? It gets deep for sure.
What's it like for both of you right now then? Like, how's your mind state currently?
I would say I'm in a difficult spot right now because I'm feeling like I'm not feeling fully creatively fulfilled right now, and I don't know whether the right way to get to where I want to be is to like lean more into the videos or maybe even pull back a little bit and like enjoy life outside of the videos to get that inspiration back. But I don't know about you. I don't know how you're feeling about that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of similar. It's like I'm in that tunnel vision with this making content thing now, but I think it's affecting my creativity. I don't feel like I'm putting as much creativity into it as I should be. And also, I know I can make the videos better, but I'm not. I'm trying to make them better, but it's hard to make them better when you have to post every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that predicament as well. I'm not sure, man.
It's funny you say that because I'm going through like a thing at the moment where basically like me and my team basically just decided, yo, let's try a little run where we're going to do like weekly videos. We're going to make the videos a little bit shorter because partly I got a little bit bored of doing the 3, 4, 5 hour deep dives and felt like, oh, there's so much stuff going on that I'm interested in. Like I want to touch on a few different topics. So we're trying something different at the moment where we're kind of like, okay, let's do a short video every week on something that's really interesting to us. But then it's becoming a different kind of grind. And then it's kind of like, okay, we need to get this done quickly. It's like, the numbers aren't hitting as much as when I do the long videos because that's what I'm known for. But then also it's kind of like I don't just want to chase the numbers, but then also I feel like there's potentially a version of what I'm doing that's even more popular if I can kind of condense certain stories down and make it easier for people to follow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's difficult when you experiment, and then also, like you say, you get on that content grind where it's like, there was a long time ago when it was just me, and it's like, I could work if I wanted to, or I could just chill. But now it's like, I've got people I'm working with. We're trying to like create a real good system for like making videos, and the viewers want a video. In your case, every day. They want something to watch with their dinner or whatever every day. Or for me, right now, it's every week. Or at one point, it was like every month, but it has to be massive, like 4 hours that you're going to watch slowly throughout the whole month. And it's like, it is a grind, you know, and it's like, sometimes it's hard for you to take a step back and be like, what do I actually want to do? Like, what sort of content do I actually want to put out in the world? Like, how do I actually want to approach this? When you're on the spinning wheel of just making content constantly, like it kind of, it's difficult to get the bigger picture.
Because even Mr. Beast, you obviously know Mr. Beast. I saw the One Piece. What's funny, fam?
You're asking if he knows Mr. Beast.
Imagine if I didn't know. I'm just like, oh, I need to check this guy out. Mr. Beast. Might learn a thing or two.
Nah, but I've been watching a couple of his podcasts, and in all of them, he says the key to growing on YouTube is just making better videos. And it's facts. I'm sure you can agree as well. When you do make the videos better, you know, when you like, you know, you do things how do I describe it? It's like you do things to hook the viewer from the start. You know, you do all these little steps that you know will make the video better, increase your watch time, etc. You make the videos better, you see results. I don't know where I was going with that.
The thing is, though, it's true, but it's sometimes it's not. I don't want to say making the videos worse, but sometimes making a video is simpler.
Yeah, obviously I don't do YouTube, but in terms of when I'm watching like YouTubers, I'm not exactly thinking about like what would you say makes a video better to you?
Well, a well-researched video, like I appreciate a well-researched, like you can appreciate the effort you gave me that went into it, and that leads me. But what was like? You feel like it was like the video that you done that took you the most research, that was the longest to make. Like, what was the hardest one? Like,
definitely Youngboy one.
Is it?
Yeah, because that one's like 6 hours. It's just his whole life story, and it's like people don't like Youngboy because it's like, oh, he's got so many albums. Oh, he released like 3 albums every year for all these years, and it's just all. Oh, it's the thing that I hate because I'm biggest Youngboy fan in the world, right?
Like me and you both, bro. Die hard fans.
Yes. All my slimes. Like literally, I love Youngboy's music. Yeah, I brainwashed myself, and it's like we're talking like dozens of Youngboy albums. And people are like, oh, it's too dense. Oh, I don't know. There's all these albums. It's all shit. I don't want to listen to it. It's like, no, you got to delve into all of these projects. You hit all the emotional range. Youngboy's got killer music. Yeah. He's got pain music. He's got emotional music. He's got love songs. And so I fully went deep, like every album, every mixtape, listened to every tune, listened to it, read the lyrics, watched every interview. Ain't that many Youngboy interviews, thankfully. But like, you know what I mean? Every song, just went through his whole catalog and just went the deepest dive that I possibly could. And it's like, it's a weird one because I'm passionate about what I do. It's not a drag for me to do that, but then also it drives me a bit insane because it's like I probably just did nothing but listen. Like every time I got in the car, it's Youngboy. Every time I'm at my computer looking at anything, it's Youngboy related. And like for like probably like a month and a half, 2 months probably. And like
that's so relatable. I have my days I wake up and then I might shuffle my music. As soon as a Youngboy song comes on, I go search Youngboy and I'm playing him all day.
Oh, fully.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Youngboy's the only artist you need, bro. You don't need any of these other rappers. He's got enough range in one artist, in one man, to fulfill all your musical needs.
I vouch.
This is outrageous what we're hearing. It's outrageous. I like his emotional songs only. His
murder songs are hard.
His murder songs to me all sound the same. I'm not trying to hear that.
They all say that. You guys just don't get it, bro.
You understand, like, when you grow up in a couple of years, you know what I mean? You'll mature emotionally. And you'll be like, couple man have hit me up recently since Youngboy's got out of jail and been like, bro, you was right about Youngboy, you know, I'm feeling it. Like, the Youngboy's hitting differently now. I don't know what it is.
Bro, anything you get from Youngboy, you're going to get better from Dirk.
What the hell?
I promise you.
Nah,
that's the
bro,
biggest cap.
Turn your mic off.
He doesn't
that's
do
crazy,
the kill, bro. He doesn't do the killer music better than Dirk. He doesn't do the
Yes, he
pain
does.
shit better.
Yes, he does.
That's
Dirk,
crazy,
bruh.
bro.
Man,
Turn your mic off.
Dirk
bro.
learned from Youngboy. Dirk studied Youngboy.
It's the other way
And
around.
Dirk
Nah.
studied Youngboy and
was
Von.
fans of these man, bro.
bro.
LA Capone, and that used to be how many clips? You definitely seen the clip of him
bro.
rapping 600 and shit.
No, but
He
you could
was
definitely
fans
say
of them.
Youngboy is definitely a fan of early Chicago drill.
He is.
But Dirk was taking notes from Youngboy for sure.
Is it like
For
what?
sure.
When? Like at what time?
Like
period?
16, 17.
I feel like he was driving. What you think he got from Youngboy, he was getting from Von.
He got different things because he got the pain music shit from Youngboy and then he got the murder shit from Von. I'm getting a lot of flack at the moment because I did a DJ Vlad interview and everyone's hating because I basically said like Dirk wasn't really on the murder thing until Von came around. Now,
was, though.
to be fair, that's an oversimplification. That's an oversimplification of what I was trying to say. I wasn't saying Dirk never rapped about violence or the streets until Von came around. What I was saying is that Dirk was never rapping about real murders that us lot are actually doing. Get location, get addy, go, green light, go, look on the news, see your mum screaming, no. Dirk
sorry,
wasn't doing real murders, organizing murders and rapping about it until Von come around. I wasn't saying Dirk never rapped about the streets. Come on, like,
Bro, I'm
love
sorry,
songs for
bro.
the streets. But like, at the same time,
I've got an example for you, bro. Have you ever
Yeah,
heard
go
a
on.
tune, E-Day and Dirk called War? He must have dissed like every dead member from the past year in that tune. Bro, you see what I'll tell you what it is with Dirk. I'll give you the breakdown.
Was Dirk killing any of them members personally?
Nah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
was
That's
always
the way I'm
involved,
seeing
though.
it.
He was involved, though. You can't tell me he wasn't involved.
But
in
you
those
know what
days.
pisses me off, right? This is the
Yeah.
thing that pisses me off. Everybody right now, I bet you're a free Dirk kind of guy,
I'm a
right?
free Dirk
You're a free
guy.
Dirk.
I'm a
So
free
why
guy.
free Dirk though? Because he didn't do nothing, yeah?
No.
He didn't do nothing wrong, yeah? Free him.
Even if he did it, I respect him more if he did do it.
He's
Like, I
rage,
hear it, bro.
baby.
Nah, but
This is
hear
what
it.
I mean, though. I feel like everyone wants to have it both ways. They want to
No,
be like,
no, I
oh,
want it
Dirk
one
was
way.
really doing shit back in the day, but free him because he didn't do nothing. But then he did do something. But
Even if he did it or didn't do it, yeah, I don't want to hot him up here, but
this is what I'm
even if-
saying.
Even if he did do
You're
it,
saying he did back
No,
in the
no,
day,
even
though.
if he did, are you telling me I'm supposed to be less of a Dirk fan if he did it? In fact, I'd argue it's the other way around, bro. Like, if he did do it, bro, he literally rode for his dead brother. Like, you get me?
Yeah,
Like,
but
it
who
had
did he
to be
who did he
done.
ride on? Random guy. He
it
didn't
wasn't
even
a
get
random
Quando.
guy.
Didn't get Quando.
That's Quando's right hand man. That's his right hand man.
No, that's facts. If that's how you want to look at it, but
Yeah,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Is like, then if that's the case, you cannot free Dirk. He's a menace.
He's a bit, I hear it,
Keep
bro.
him in there, bro.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? Now that we're on this Dirk topic. Yeah, why free Youngboy?
That's different, that's
Exactly.
different, that's different.
Why,
It's-
you got it with that
It's
one.
slightly different though. It's
just
slightly different.
Yeah.
It's slightly different.
Why?
All right, let me just gather my thoughts. Let me just gather my thoughts. No, Youngboy. The thing about I feel like I don't want to rehash all the same things I always talk about. Yeah, but it's like the Dirk thing's kind of messed up because it's like King Von started a fight that he shouldn't have started, got himself killed. Then there's a blood feud where Dirk's got to kill Quando, even though Quando didn't want none of that smoke to begin with, right? So it's like Dirk, ultimately, as unfortunate as it is, when Von is getting killed and you feel like you have to slide for him because the whole gang are looking at you, you're the breadwinner, you have to slide for the biggest demon that we loved. Dirk, when are you going to slide? When are you going to organize the private jet for us to slide? But it shouldn't really have happened. He shouldn't have been doing that. When you look at Youngboy was trying to slide at the start of his career to avenge his cousin that got killed, right? It all went wrong. His own guys end up getting killed. There's not killed, end up getting shot. You know, there's talk of like Youngboy or one of the other shooters accidentally shooting one of their own guys trying to slide, right? But it's like Youngboy ain't, as far as I'm aware, Youngboy ain't really committing murders. He's not really directly been tied to any murder for hire. It's not quite the same as like Youngboy basically is just kind of around. Youngboy's just around in the same way that Dirk was just kind of around back before Von was about. And it was only, this is the distinction I'm trying to make. It's only when Von come around as far as like, yo, we're actually organizing hits. We're organizing the FBG Duck hit with our money that basically like Dirk then became the embodiment of Von of like, no, I actually organize and kingpin all of these things. And I'm rapping about real things that I've done, whether it's my brother D-Thangs, Vengeance, FBG Cash getting killed. I'm all involved in that. Whereas if you go back in the day to them 600 days, Dirk was just around it, sort of claiming it, dissing, yeah, the Lil Mark. But as far as I'm aware, Lil Dirk ain't really calling the hit on Lil Mark to get killed until Von was really calling the hits on the people he's rapping about.
Chief Keef. These lot are all Chief Keef's sons anyway.
Nah.
These lot are all Chief Keef's sons anyway.
G Herbo,
Because you lot are
aye.
never going to stop,
I
bro.
put respect
it's
on
not
G
even
the
Herbo
same.
before
It's not-
Chief Keef, though. I can't
Bro,
lie.
they're all Chief Keef's
Herbo,
sons.
man.
G Herbo over
Herb's the
Chief
Keef
Keef
baby
is
too.
crazy, bro.
Nah, man.
Herbo's hard though.
Herbo's
Herbo's
cold.
hard.
Herbo over
You know what
Chief
it was?
Keef is crazy.
You know what it
bro.
is? Bads the other day, you told me you were like, I think G Herbo's the best rapper in the world right
Oh,
now.
come on,
And I thought, nah, he's crazy. But I hear it, bro.
Like,
I hear it.
Non-stop.
He's dropping fire now, bro.
He's the best. He is the best Chicago drill rapper that's either alive or outside right now.
Bro, I want to ask
He's
you
got
this,
it because
yeah?
he took Dirk's spot when Dirk went away.
Yeah,
Dirk's
yeah.
still alive, but he
Facts.
can't really move like he was.
Yeah.
Herbo took that spot of the most active,
Exactly.
not incarcerated, not dead drill rapper that's really outside doing it. All of that. So I feel like Herb's got the craziest spot in drill right now.
Bro, I want to know, if people like have noticed this as well, but I swear down, for being a long time G Herbo fan, for me for like the past 10 years, and I noticed, bro, like every 2 years, there'll be a new story. G Herbo fed case, he's gone, we lost G Herbo. Everyone will be like, G Herbo's bagged 5 years, 10 years. He'll be like, fuck, we lost G Herbo. Nah, a couple of months later, new tune, new album, he's back. Same thing will happen a couple of years go by. G Herbo's bagged. I swear there was a recent one. They said he's banging F. He's gone for like 10 years. He's still out here. Like, I don't know, bro. Is there a little? It's a bit mad, bro. How he's busting all these cases, fam. He must have like a serious lawyer or something.
He's never caught anything that's that violent as far as stuff that's gonna like a RICO where they're accusing him of organizing murders. Because I think that case it was fraud. It was like money that was basically being finessed and getting spent on flights and all these luxury things. And then like basically, I think he got a good lawyer, good plea, managed to avoid going away for anything. But as far as I'm aware, Herbo ain't never been hit with the like. The Mad Max RICO of like your man's that killed 8 people, you organized it and called the shots, and that I've not seen that happen. God forbid that happens. But I think G Herbo is a good example of somebody that probably maybe some of his guys are doing a bit of F, but like really he's probably focused on the music. You know what I mean? Don't need to be doing all that stuff. And now that he's got his way out of that little case, hopefully he's just legit. And now that he's the #1 guy that's not in jail and drill, perfect time for him.
We think about Young Nace because he's one of my favorite American rappers.
I rate him,
His
man.
story as well. Like, have you done a video on Young Nace?
Yeah, time ago though. People want an update for sure.
Yeah, because since I mean,
crazy.
it deserves an update after.
But that's what the thing a lot of people have said that I think is a really interesting point. Is a lot of people have made this point about Young and Ace of like, yo, when your big op dies, your career kind of slows down, and that's facts because it's like I'm not saying I condone the beef. I'm not condoning the beef, but it's like I liked Fulio. I liked Young and Ace. I liked both the music. I wasn't wishing anyone to get hurt. I liked the back and forths. They both made good music. And it's like when Fulio died and then Ace has got like 2 songs dissing him, it's almost like, it's kind of almost not like, it's not lit. I know I'm not going to hear a Fulio response now. I lost interest a little bit in the scene.
You're right, because when Fulio died, everyone, even including myself, I'm thinking, what is Young Nace going to say now? This guy must be partying right now.
Bruh,
then he dropped 2 songs that were okay. The first one was kind of okay. Second one was a banger, but he's not really been able to carry that momentum since.
And he's probably got a lot of like fed eyes on him right now. You know what I mean? Better hope that he's not involved in that, because otherwise they'll just crack that and work that out. You just see Yella Beezy got the murder for hire on Mo 3, so it's like the feds will come back 4 years later and put that on you if you've done something.
I find it hard to believe he ain't in, because was it Fulio who was it allegedly? I mean, it's in America. I don't give a shit. Is it? Well, you give a shit.
Nah, I give a shit, bro.
Is it
people give a shit, bro? I'm telling you.
If it happened, it happened. Just say it.
But I'm asking you because you're more tapped in. So was Fulio involved in that big incident with Young Nace's brother and like where like 3 of his guys died around him?
Yeah.
So I heard that Fulio wasn't directly involved in it, but it was like another set that was allied with Fulio's set, and like there's been this is the thing that's obviously been the big question. I've always wanted to know like who did that horrible shooting where 3 of Ace's friends and his brother lost their lives.
Yeah.
I've heard theories about this person or that person, but never confirmed. But as far as I'm aware, it weren't Fulio there doing it. But like, there's been rumors that a couple of other guys that did it are in jail for other stuff, and it's known, or that it was a whole hit squad of 4 people in the car, and some of them are alive and some of them are dead. But as far as I'm aware, Fulio just sort of claimed it as like, well, we're allied with the gang that did it, and like, we're KTA, kill them all. We're like a network of like 3 gangs. Part of us were involved in that, and just claiming and dissing Ace because of the long running history that they've got. And obviously there's, a whole history of like one of Fulio's close friends passing away. There was a home invasion. Some say Ace was involved in a deadly home invasion that led to, all sorts of madnesses. So it's like their beef is genuinely legit. But as far as I'm aware, Fulio wasn't the killer of Ace's friends and brother and all that stuff. But
have we heard anything about Fulio's killer?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that have been bagged. They're waiting for their trial. So,
and were they part of Young Nace's gang?
Well, this is the thing. It's saying that they're like part of another gang. So it's like Young and Ace's gang. It's like there's like Young and Ace's gang, but there's like 3 gangs that are sort of all allied in Jacksonville on one side, and then like 3 gangs that are all allied on the other side. So it's kind of like, I think the way that they're spinning it is that it was like, it was another gang that's cool with Ace's gang, but it's not Ace's gang, but it's like another gang that they've been wanting Fulio. Because here's the one thing that is like, it's messed up, but it's a good defense of what's going on to the Rico, is to basically say, look, Ace didn't send them guys, so you can't tap him in for the Rico, but because Fulio has been dissing all of your dead friends from that area, there's 50 people that would have wanted to kill Fulio on sight. So as long as Ace can be like, look, I didn't send nobody, but I celebrated. I feel like Ace was celebrating so hard that it's like, he probably didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Surely. But then I've heard that one before. And
The same day, this guy posted a video, bro.
a lot of people said the same thing about Dirk, though, innit? Like, oh, Dirk was doing the whole no thing, making fun of Quando. It's like, he can't have done it. And then it's like, then the indictment drops, and you're like, bro, they was on the private jet same day, bro. What?
I feel like Dirk should have been more hands off with it, man.
Yeah, man.
How could you not be more hands off?
Credit cards, bro.
Crypto at least, bro.
Something, bro. They should have known.
Bro, like, I think the only thing I can imagine, either it's like arrogance, where it's just like, I can do whatever I want, and it just slides. Like, just put the killers on a private jet. Well, the feds we'll just say that we'll just say it wasn't on us. Like, I'll just say I didn't know. Like, to me, and I've said this to a few people, like, the smoking gun is the fact Dirk was in LA when that happened. Like, to me, I didn't know that until the indictment dropped. If you'd have told me 2 years ago, yo, you know Dirk was in LA when the hit happened on Quando.
Oh my god.
You'd be like, bro, cooked, finished. But it's
Why
like,
would you be in LA, bro?
but that's the thing. Is like, at the time, it's probably like, oh, before the murders happened, it's like, I'll just be in LA and I'll just be chilling. We'll just see what happens. And then it's like, when the murders happened, it's like, bro, you're in LA. Look at your feet. You're on LA soil beneath your feet. That alone is a bad look for you. And I'm not saying that's definitive proof that he did it, but like, on a speculative level, bro, you was there. You was in the city. What were you doing there?
And I swear they're saying as well, like he tried, what was it? He tried to book a jet to Paris or something.
So some people have tried to dispute this, yeah. They're saying that there was like 3 different flights booked when he left. And bear in mind, Dirk's had lyrics. People don't like me saying this, but it's like Dirk's had lyrics where he's like, yeah, I'll jump on a flight with a warrant. You got to catch me. I'll do the race. Like, it's like, you've been saying that. And then his lawyer's basically trying to argue, no, it wasn't like random flights where he was going to flee. It was really just like, he was just going to go to Switzerland and have a connecting flight from Switzerland to Dubai. And then the flight to Italy was something else. So we weren't going to go on that flight. It's just like, I feel like he probably would have fled if he had the chance. If he had another day, he probably would have gone Dubai.
Drew Finland, bro. Drew Finland. Hear me out.
We're going to see, man. We're going
Could
to
have been in Dubai with Fredo for him.
Right. Quick trip to Thailand while they're there.
Yeah.
Hop over to Thailand, hop back. I don't know, man.
Hear me out, yeah. Why can't, like, I see something like this going down, yeah. Maybe he'll get slapped with like a 20-year probation, same way like Thug did. They'll tell him, all right, you can't leave your house no more, you can't rap Greasy no more. So maybe something like, bro, that's Drew Finland, that's what he's known for. Like, he talks to the feds, he makes deals with the feds, like the FBI's, they're his people. Like, he could slime out a little 25-year probation or something, but house arrest. You don't see that happening.
If
like.
the charges were better, but the charges in the Thug case weren't as bad as this. Like, the charges in the Thug case, it was more like gang indictment, because Thug never got charged with murder. That's the crazy thing. And I even look back, like, the guy that got killed, Donovan Thomas, Big Nut, this famous guy in Atlanta that was like a big blood and basically fell out with Lil Woody and Thug and all of them guys and ended up getting killed by, allegedly, they were proven not guilty, but it was alleged that it was like a bunch of guys from YSL went and killed Big Nut before he could kill Thug, because he was going to allegedly kill Thug. But Thug never got charged with the murder. It was like Yak Gotti and a couple other guys that got charged in this murder.
Oh, Yak Gotti.
That they
Yak
beat.
Gotti's cold.
Don't beat it though.
They beat it.
Beat it.
Okay.
I swear,
Yak Gotti beat it.
I swear like Young Thug's one was state and Dirk is federal anyway.
It's a state. It was a state RICO, but then they didn't even put a murder on Thug. It was like racketeering. It was basically, the charge on Thug was like, you're the leader of a violent gang that killed someone.
Oh, okay.
But Dirk's charges, it's like, no, you hired someone to have someone killed, and you're a gang leader, and this, that, and the other. So it's like they've actually got a murder on Dirk, which is like peak, because it's like Thug never had a murder on him, so he was able to strike a really good deal, even though he's got 20 years probation, which is mental. Basically,
Mad.
doing 2 years time served on essentially leading a gang that did a murder is slick. And then like the Youngboy never got charged with a murder. He was felon with a firearm, and he was, illegally finessing cough syrup from the local pharmacy. Never got done. Never.
That's what he was on house arrest for all that time.
So he was on. Right, here's the thing. I could talk endlessly about Youngboy, but Youngboy's situation, right? Youngboy's first ever charges that he got, I believe it was an attempted murder, where basically his cousin Boozilla got killed, and they tried to slide on the people that did it, and then it all went wrong, and basically they was trying to kill the people that did it, but they fucked around, and the NBA guys ended up getting hurt. One of them got shot in the neck, and then Youngboy basically got a mad attempted murder for that, just as his career was taken off. He got a mad attempted murder case for that in 2017, and just great lawyer, really sweet talk the judge, and basically was like, look, this kid's reformed, his life's going in a whole different direction, like, just please be gentle with him. And I think he ended up getting some crazy deal, like 10 years probation, like the best, craziest deal you could imagine. But then when he's out, everyone's trying to kill him. They tried to kill him in Miami. Like, he got a probation violation in Miami because I think the story was that, like, either him or his boys basically, like, the ops pulled up, started shooting, and then they started shooting back. But he's not allowed to have a gun. He's not allowed to be shooting back. But he had to do what he had to do to protect his life. So he goes back in, sweet talks the judge, and they're like, look, people was trying to kill you. We're going to see this your side. So Youngboy comes back out. So the whole thing's off an attempted murder. And then basically, like, he gets this super sweet deal where basically, like, those charges get, his probation ends early or something. There's a famous video of him, like, outside the court with his lawyer, and he's just diamond teeth, just like, yes, like, I'm back outside, basically. And then he ends up just catching the most random gun case where he's like he's in Baton Rouge filming a music video, and he's got a real gun, and like it's on camera, it's like him and 20 of the NBA guys with guns in the street filming a music video.
I think that was, what song was that?
Oh man, I know the one. I can't remember the one, but yeah. It was
yeah,
like one of his like murder songs, basically, and they were doing a video for it.
Crazy song.
But, like, neighbor calls the police, and it's just like, yo, there's 20 guys with guns outside, and then they pull up, arrest everyone. Like, Youngboy gets done
It's only in America, bro.
for the gun, and then because he's a felon, he's not supposed to have the gun. And then what's even worse is then while he gets house arrest in LA while he's waiting on that, and then, like, basically for some reason he, like, drives out of his house in LA, and there's a gun in the car, and then the feds just try and, like, basically tail him. I think he's going to, like, a doctor's appointment or something, but the feds try and pull him over. There's a gun in the car, so he does a mad police chase. He, like, escapes the car. He's running on foot. Like, they have to use, like, sniffer dogs to find him.
Oh my god!
And then they get him, and then they're basically like, yo, we got you on this gun, and then we got you on running away from the police with the next gun. This is a bad look for you. So then he gets the dream legal team. He beats. This is the maddest thing, right? He gets this dream legal team. He, like, beats the LA gun case. Just beats it. Like, just beats that case. And then he's on house arrest for the Baton Rouge gun case, which is the original gun that he caught afterwards, and from the music video. And then basically, like, he's basically on and off house arrest. He has to go to this massive compound in Utah where he can't leave, and he's, like, in the mountains with all of these armed guards, can't go anywhere. And then basically while he's there, I guess getting bored, he starts calling the pharmacy, being like, oh, this is like some old grandmother, like, I need a codeine cough syrup, like, prescription, like, for my daughter or whatever. So he's finessing it to get all this lean and all these pills. He's just depressed at home. And then the feds find that out. They're like, nah, that's not going to run. So before his gun case is resolved, gets hit with the drug case. They take away his house arrest. He's sat in jail for, I don't know how long it was, maybe a year or something. And then Drew Findlin came through, saved the day, patterned the whole thing, and basically been like, look, we're going to get him out for, like, a couple more months, time served. And then he's just come home recently, and he's basically got some mad long probation. So he's still, if he gets caught with another gun, it's peak. He's back to square one. But they've got him out. If he stays out of trouble, he's good. But never been hit with no murder. Never been, like, he got an attempted murder from 2017, time ago. Dirk's got a murder on him. Drew Findlin, amazing. Everyone's telling me what a great lawyer he is, but I don't know how he's going to overcome this personally.
You know what? We've talked about Youngboy, Dirk, but there's one who's the GOAT. Who's the ultimate. I don't like
where this is going.
No one likes where this is going. Kodak Black.
Oh,
Kodak Black. Colder than everybody, in my opinion. The coldest. What can you?
I don't know.
What can you tell us about Yak?
Man, Yak had a crazy case from time ago where he just had that that situation where it was like, I think he'd gone and bought a bunch of guns from the gun store with, like, a fake social security, and then, like, one of the guns was used to, like, spin the op lock, but it was like he'd, like, spun the op lock in, like, his own Porsche. He's just wild, bro. Like, the thing about,
you see that video of him not long ago when everyone thought it was going crazy again, when he was outside the court He just came outside the court and he's just bugging off pills outside the court. And it's like, where's your security? Like, where's your team? Like, who's with you? You see that one?
He needs rehab, really. I've seen a few pictures of him just wilding out. There's the one of him like sitting in the street eating food.
I don't know if he's doing it.
Bro, it's a facade,
Just
bro.
to act at this
That
point.
guy's a genius, bro. He's a genius. Think about his music. Yeah. To me, I find this guy like...
Bro, I'm thinking about his music right now. I'm not sure he's a genius.
Bro, even his new shit, though.
I fuck with him.
The guy is a genius, bro. There's
He is,
no
I think
way,
he
but I
is.
feel like he's playing the game, bro. He's playing the game.
Nah, bro.
You know, he's made a character, bro. He can't be that much of a genius on one hand, and then, I don't know, to me, that's how I feel like, bro.
Musically, he's a genius.
Yeah, musically, he's a genius. But
He's
them
cooking
drugs
up
do
again
something
now.
to you,
Like,
bro.
now he's not got that much motion, but he's going to drop album. He's going to catch another hit, and he's going to be the hottest thing again.
I could see it, but it's like he needs to just take care of himself. He needs good people.
I don't
He
know
needs
about
rehab,
that.
really.
Yeah,
I hear it.
yeah. I don't know if he's gonna.
He will,
Come
bro.
back
Remember
way.
when that song, what's it called? I mean, it could be Super Gremlin.
Gremlin, yeah.
Before that, everyone's thinking Kodak's done out here when
No,
he's kept
was
dropping.
people really thinking that,
Yes. Before he dropped
Kinda.
Super Gremlin, yes. You don't
People
think-
are saying he was falling off.
He fallen off a couple times, I'd say.
But him, he's somebody, he'll work, keep dropping, and he'll catch a hit eventually, bro.
And I rate Kodak, but like, what's a recent Kodak song where you're like, yeah, that's hard.
It's been a while
Cybertruck.
still.
Cybertruck's
Fair
hard.
enough.
He drops more than Youngboy.
Yeah, yeah.
He drops more than
The
Youngboy.
hit rate's way higher for Youngboy, I'd say.
I
Yeah.
disagree,
Hit rate
man.
higher.
Nah, I-
Coherence and the creativity. Because sometimes Kodak be trying to sing and you're just like, nah, chill. I don't know. That's just me.
I think it hits, bro.
I think we have to end this
Certain
podcast
songs.
now.
No,
man.
but I rate him. Don't get me wrong. I rate him. Yeah, I rate him. But it's like for me, it's almost like Youngboy project, a Kodak project drops, and you listen to it, and you're just kind of like, oh man, I just wish he'd have been off the drugs and trying a bit harder.
Really?
But no, I don't feel like that.
Bro, you listen
Nah.
to it,
Yeah, I
either
was
it hits mad the
surprised,
first
bro.
time,
Nah.
or you go back to it and
Nah,
you're
do
like,
you know what it is?
bro, do you remember that album?
Yeah, but that,
Do you remember that
was-
album, bro? That
album.
song? Do you
Yeah,
remember
but
that, bro? Do you remember that
was a
album
slow
I'm talking
grow. That
about?
was a slow. With Kodak, yeah, it's like, bro, I'm a big Kodak fan as well, yeah, but
Clearly not.
nah, I am, but it's just that I can, bro. NBA Youngboy and Kodak, if they both drop an album right now, guaranteed Youngboy's gonna have more hits.
I don't know about that.
Guaranteed
I don't
Youngboy's gonna have more
guarantee
hits.
Bro,
it.
it's opinionated.
Guaranteed.
At
More
their
hit-
best.
The ratio, bro. Let's be real. The ratio of hits in Kodak's album to Youngboy, bro, come on, bro.
Bro,
Like,
Youngboy drops albums where it's like, bro, what is this shit?
Bro,
No,
Kodak
that's
has
cap.
albums where there's not
That's
one
cap.
bad song, bro.
that's absolute bollocks.
Tell
Bro.
me one
Youngboy's
album.
never done that.
That's
Youngboy's never
Project
dropped an
Baby.
album
That's
with no bad
absolute-
songs.
That's
That's
absolute bollocks, bro.
AI
Project
Youngboy
Baby.
2 is best album ever.
Okay, that is one of the best albums.
That's a cold album. I can't lie,
Come on.
that's a cold album.
But Dying to Live is better than AI Youngboy 2.
Ooh, Dying to Live.
I can't agree with that. but,
Project
like,
Baby 2.
You know what it is?
Project Baby 2.
I'm a
bro.
Youngboy stan, but I might have to just go back into the Kodak vault and just give him a bit more of a chance.
Give
Because
him a
sometimes
chance.
it's like, sometimes you just
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like, it's just, he's too far gone to even enjoy this. But I feel like I should give him more of a chance.
I'm gonna give you a couple bangers after this. is
Yeah,
done,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
Give me the
I promise.
playlist, man.
Don't get too.
I'm open-minded.
I hate this Kodak and Youngboy debate. Yeah, the reason I hate it is because deep down I want to say Kodak as well because he makes bangers, bro. But as a Youngboy fan, bro, you can when you understand Youngboy and his catalog, like there's just so much to choose from, bro.
I hear it
Bro,
still.
Painting
much.
Pictures, Project Baby 2, Heartbreak
Pictures.
Kodak, Dying to Live, Haitian Boy Kodak, Back for Everything,
Aye.
Cutthroat Bill Volume 1,
Oh.
Pistols and Pearls, When I Was Dead. Bro, this guy's dropped so many banging projects, bro. It's
Banging, bro.
unbelievable.
Now, there's some bangers in there that you reminded me of.
What do you think about Lil Baby though? You think they're coming for him?
I think he's
time's
shit
coming.
right now.
It's peak.
He's looking peak.
Peak
Don't say
question.
that.
Lil Baby, yeah.
Lil Baby been falling off.
Nah, nah. I
Yeah,
think
Lil Baby
gonna
been
lie,
full
bro, I
on.
can't.
I don't think he's
I
really
can't
fallen off.
trade on Lil
Huh?
Baby, bro. I can't.
I think
switch
he's
on
lost
him.
the streets.
He's all right. Here we go. Here's my take on it. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna sound like such a hater, and I don't mean this as a hater. Yeah, he was never that good to begin with.
Oh my days.
I'm not saying he was bad. I'm not saying he was bad.
I'm gonna hear you
I'm
out.
not saying he was bad.
I'm gonna hear you out.
But I feel like when he first came out, people were treating him like he was the god. Like that freestyle was hard, but it's like people was treating him like the god. Like, oh my god. But then when you break down the bars, you're like, he ain't saying he's not a poet laureate. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what it was? I think it was his swag, bro. The image he
Agreed.
saw.
The aura.
The aura.
And the aura's
Bro,
kind of
he was
diminished a
basically
bit.
hood famous before he became famous anyway. So it's like you get it.
He had the image on point. Like, he had everybody
100%, bro.
in the UK even thinking, like, this is the guy, bro.
I agree, and I feel like the aura's kind of slipped a little bit. But to me, it's almost like I was always kind of rating Little Baby, but never like that. I was never like, oh, this guy's the savior of Atlanta. Like I would put someone like a 21 higher than Lil Baby personally. Me
I think
personally.
that's outrageous, bro.
Me personally.
You say 21 Savage?
But Lil Baby, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm stunned that you guys are not even agreeing with that.
That's ridiculous.
How?
But just because he's from the UK, you think we should agree?
Not even. No, but hit rate's just higher for me though.
Actually,
Lil
do you know
Baby,
what?
Little Baby
Yeah,
is
I'm
a
being
more
a bit
steady
biased.
mid,
I'm being a
whereas
bit
21's
biased,
got
yeah.
more of these ones. So it's just like, whoa, that one was a banger. Like, whoa, like.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you need to sit down.
I'm
yeah.
being a bit
You need to go on
biased,
a
like,
car
actually, I
ride.
hear where you're
I'm gonna
coming
play
from
you a
a
couple
bit.
tunes, and I'll change your mind.
I'm open-minded.
I'll change your mind, bro. I promise you.
But my point I'm making with Lil Baby is it's like, and I'm not trying to put him down, but it's like I feel like he was never top 5 rapper. You weren't putting him in top 5 lyricist.
Nah, he is.
Kinda,
he
you'll
is.
come out hating Youngboy if you go on.
Yeah. Word.
I mean, listen, like,
Come on a ride with us.
no,
bro.
but it's like Lil Baby. Oh, come on, man. It's like he ain't got that many flows. He ain't got that many topics he talks about.
He's not lying though.
Youngboy's
He's
got
not
way
lying.
more
He's
range.
not lying,
He's singing.
bro.
He's
He's not
literally
lying,
crying
bro.
on the song. He's doing murder music.
No, but this is facts though. This is facts, bro. Like,
What does Lil Baby rap about? Swag, drip, having nice
Same
clothes,
shit.
money,
It's the same
sex,
shit.
drugs.
Baby, just Lil Baby.
Youngboy's got way more range.
Dirk, Kodak. Lil Baby's better than Youngboy.
Yeah, for sure.
wait, come on, bro. Nah,
100%.
bro.
No chance.
I turn that mic off. Nah, that's
Lil
outrageous,
Baby
bro.
better than Youngboy. Like,
That's ridiculous, bro.
Lil Baby is a caricature compared to Youngboy, bro.
nah,
Lil
nah.
Baby's one dimensional.
Come
compared to
on,
Youngboy.
Lil
man.
Baby in his prime, yeah. There's no one touching that.
Now,
Young
that's what I'm
boy in
saying.
his prime.
In his
There's-
prime, no one's
come on.
touching Lil Baby.
Bro,
No,
young
but
boy
you-
in his prime, bro.
You lot
When's
are only
Young Boy been
focused
in
on
his
prime.
prime?
Like, the fact that he's in the prime
Even
doesn't
now,
make the music better.
I
The
get-
music's not. The music's same as it was back then.
Did you hear that Streets Colder tune? I feel like he brought it back to 017. with
Man,
that
history's
one, bro.
getting colder. Come
That
on,
is
bro.
a
Like,
banger, bro. You don't fuck
What, of
with
the new one?
The new one, yeah.
it's
That
all
new
right.
project
Like,
was
it's
so
just,
bad.
it's, bro. It's
Oh,
Hey twin,
shit.
hey twin, hey twin. Come on, you're telling me that's good.
I like that song, you know. I liked it. Say twin. Say, hang on, actually.
but like from like a federal side, there's
Now, we're not going to get anywhere here, bad.
No, but no,
Bro,
but I
that's
read-
right.
don't get me
I'm
wrong.
saying, I'm saying, are they coming from like in terms of Rico? I swear there was some shit coming out. Yeah, that he needs to like.
They're trying to put something on him. It's not a good look for him right now, I'd say.
No
Because
way.
he did that whole thing where he was like, "Oh, my label's not 4PF anymore." Like, "Oh, you've outsmarted the feds." Like, they'll just say, "You used to be known as 4PF, now you're known as CBFW." Got you. He's like, 4D chess, but it's like, is that actually enough? I don't know, but this is the thing. Some people are like, "Oh, don't put the Rico on Lil Baby," but it's just like, look, other people are saying it. The law enforcement have said that shooting that happened after the music video shoot was connected to him. Like, look, I'm not saying that, but it's just like that's what's been going on. People been saying there's a Rico coming for him. 4PF was a gang, from what I've read in like court and police documents. Like, there's members of 4PF that have done time for violent crimes as part of that gang.
You know
So,
about Lil Key?
Too cold.
Lil Keed?
No, not Lil Key. Rest in peace.
Run
No,
the
Lil
DR,
Key.
Lil Keed. No, not really.
Lil
take
Key
him
was-
in. Yeah, take him
He
in.
was the guy. Apparently, I think Lil Baby signed him, and then Lil Key was doing good, but he stopped making music because his brother got killed.
Yeah, he was in the streets.
okay.
And then he went back. Obviously, he's trying to get vengeance for his brother and that. And now he's kind of back, but kind of
But you
death
can
of his
see
brother
like
kind of
he
fucked him.
went, yeah, definitely fucked him, bro. Because now you can see he's kind of like he's tripping off them drugs, bro. Like,
yeah.
crazy. Like you can see
He
it.
got
Like,
dropped from the label on the
Oh,
thing. Yeah,
damn.
Lil Baby's trying to duck this Fed shit. Yeah, And my man's literally getting active as he gave me like right now. Like them man are getting active now. He's like, yo, I got to separate from these guys. He dropped some cold man from his label, you know, cold, not just Lil Key.
Because even that song, what's it called? That like what you saying? That song, Lil Baby
saying,
and Lil
yeah.
Key.
That's too
That
good.
got leaked years ago, but they didn't drop it for time because obviously my man's trying to ride for his brother.
oh damn.
So it's peak, fam. It's peak.
Do you know about Youngboy's brother, B-Way Youngie?
Oh yeah, I've heard a little bit about him.
What do you think about his music?
I not delve deep enough to be honest with you. Like, I'm just a Youngboy
So
fan. I feel
shit.
like sometimes there's enough Youngboy music.
Yeah, that you do
get
need
into
to. Yeah,
without going into the extended universe.
It's
I
kind of
need to
so
because there's a lot
shit.
going on with the Baton Rouge shit, but like I've not fully.
Fredo Bang
Don't
been
bother,
saying? I
he's
feel
so
like he's
shit.
Nah,
simmered
don't
down.
bother. He's all right.
Wait,
still.
He's so shit.
Fredo Bang.
I've always rated Fredo Bang, but a lot of people have been hating on him lately, and it's like, look, he's not an artist on the same level of Youngboy, but as far as like Baton
makes
Rouge,
childish. He makes. I'll be real. His music is a bit childish. Like it's still like old.
bit like Kodak, really.
Nah.
Oh
I
man.
can't back you on that one.
No, I'm just.
Requires a different level of intellect to tap
Do you know? I feel like with Fredo Bang, yeah, he's trying to make that song that will go viral, commercially as well, and he's just missing every time. In my opinion,
it's difficult though when your op is basically like the biggest rapper to ever come out your city, is one of the biggest rappers to ever do it, because it's just like you just get pigeonholed in being Youngboy's biggest op, and then like they've tried to squash the beef, and then there's people saying it's still going on, and like I don't know. I rate Fredo Bang, and I definitely wish him the best as far as like just pushing his artistry forward and like continuing to release good music. But it's not someone I'm checking for regularly. But if he drops a banger, that tune that he did with Dirk, hard, hard as hell. So it's like need more of those. Need like good collabs, but it's tough. I feel like it's tough as well. I feel like I don't know for sure, but I think he's dealing with like label politics and stuff as well. You know what it's like. Label gets hold of your rights to everything, and then suddenly like you've got limited options and. It's difficult.
Bro, I'm kind of gonna switch up the whole thing, yeah. But what are the like underrated countries out there with like emerging drill scenes? You think it was going off out there, like some next country? You know about like Sweden and like these kind of European. There's some mad country out in like Asia or something that's got some new drill scene, crazy guys or something.
I don't know, but to be honest, you need to educate me on that. I don't know too much. I've always really liked the Australian stuff though.
Is it
Like 1-4 and them? I always like when 1-4 drop. I rate them. Always good beats, kind of inspired by the UK, but got their own flavor of it. So I've always really enjoyed their stuff. I mean, I did the video on Sidhu Moosewala, rest in peace, the Indian rapper who made Punjabi music, and it was like sort of doing drill for like Punjab, for the Punjabi world and Indian rap that had never been done before. Can't understand what he's saying, but I've decoded a few of the lyrics, and some of the songs just bang. He's got songs with like Tion Wayne, and it's kind of like
Oh, my man died.
Sidhu, you know the guy,
Like, them
Yeah.
are serious man, you know.
crazy.
It goes down out there.
Yeah.
Real proper mafia cartel stuff.
But like that's why I find it interesting, because like when I did the video on Sidhu, like he's an Indian rapper, you know, he raps in Punjabi, and he's basically like, it's like the stuff they get up to in the sort of underworld. It's more almost like political. Like he was trying to get into politics, and then there was gangs involved, and it's not like here where it's like blocks versus each other. Over there, it's like, you know, there's like almost like clans, and then it's like religious, and then it's like the Sikhs have a problem with the different religions out there, and then it's like the Punjabi speakers, you know, beefing. They've got the Hindus. Like it's a madness. So I found it really interesting to learn about that different culture, and it's like drill, gangster rap exists in so many different cultures and countries, but like interacts in different ways. And I feel like it's super interesting how this hip hop, rap, gangster conflict music essentially translates to so many different languages. And I feel like it's important to cover that. Like I did the video on Swedish drill, and talking about Einar and what was going on over there. But like, you could pick any you could throw a dart at the map, any country in the world, you could probably find there's someone rapping about madness there. And I feel like that's super interesting, you know.
Are you neurodivergent? Or do you have ADHD?
I feel like something. I've never been diagnosed. I feel like I want to go and have a diagnosis, because defo can't sit here listening to
Why
Youngboy
did you
every
ask
day.
that?
for
Where
6
did that come
months,
from?
but
No. I feel like either you're one of us, you know what I mean? When I say us, like autistic,
Yeah.
or ADHD.
Where did it come from? Where did that question? It was just so random. I'm curious.
I'm just thinking it. I'm just saying, like,
I've thought it before though, because I've heard you talking about like you being neurodivergent, and a couple other creators that I know, and it's just almost like people have said it to me before, but like I've not formally looked into it. But like, I feel like I feel like I don't think the same as other people, and like I'm just a weirdo. Like I can just lock myself in and just
Why
listen
did
to
they-
Youngboy for 6 weeks. It's not normal.
well, when you're,
I don't feel
I've
like
got one
Normal's not
question.
in the word, but like,
When you're interacting with people, like, do you just think? Are you thinking about what to do, or is it just like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I asked that right.
yeah, kind of like analyzing all the weird stuff that maybe that you would think other people probably don't even deep.
But do you know what it is though? I feel like everyone has that element of, you know, weirdness in a sense. Like you'll be thinking certain things, but I don't know why they're just trying to diagnose everyone nowadays. Like you might just be normal. You just have weird thoughts.
I think
like-
a lot of people are trying to diagnose themselves though, partly to get an understanding, because it's almost like sometimes I feel like almost. I just feel like the way I think about things and the way I obsess over really random stuff, and I fixate on certain details, and I just feel like other people don't relate to that. And sometimes I'm like, what is that? Like, what if I could put a name on that so I could understand it and move around it a bit better? Life would probably be a bit easier.
Could it be passion? Perhaps I don't know. Because like me with music, for example, when I listen to music, I start with the instrumental first. Like I'm heavy and I'm hearing the little things that people won't hear, but that's just because I'm passionate about music. So it could just be passion. I don't
Could
know.
be.
I think it's like passion, but it's almost like I feel like the levels I take it to is like
I was like, okay.
but I take it to an uncomfortable level. I feel sometimes when it's like something I struggle with is almost like certain details just kill me, and it's like even like with my team when we're making videos, and I'm just like, no, the text has to be read, or like this like we have to have this part of the video, we have to explain this, or like we have to mention these Youngboy songs. If I don't mention these songs, this video is nothing.
Oh, okay.
And it's like people on my team just be like, it don't matter, it's not important. And it's kind of like, is it or isn't it? And like, I'll just, I don't know, I'll just get really wrapped up in like the most random details, or like, I definitely obsess over things, like just in general, like in my personal life, or even like music wise, history wise, the things I'm into. I don't know. I defo, I was with you, right? You diagnosed autistic.
Asperger's syndrome.
And how do you go about like finding that out for a fact? Or is it kind of like,
Well, I got diagnosed when I was like 6 years old.
yeah.
7 years old, yeah.
So is it a process like they give you a quiz? Because I've heard people say this to me before of like, oh, I've got autism. I did a quiz on a website. And I'm like,
It weren't a quiz.
is that
nah.
official?
Nah, because I was because you know what it was? It's funny you asked me this, because in primary school, I was obsessed with computers, bro. Like, I'll just write about computers. They say write a poem, write about computers. Write this, computers. It was a weird obsession. And there was this teacher, this Polish special needs teacher. She referred me to go get maybe diagnosed. Went to this place, go in a room like this with like 10 other kids. Well, my life, I don't even remember what we're doing. We're just talking about whatever, you know what I mean? And there was like a one-way glass of like 3 other people behind who were watching all of us, and then they came back and said, yeah, he's got Asperger's syndrome.
Nah, that sounds like a movie, like one of them.
Human error.
You just put like a lab. They put you all in a lab and
It's definitely not human error because
It could have been.
Nah, he definitely got that, bro.
6, 7 years old, yeah. How are you supposed to grow up as a normal kid?
Exactly.
because when
they put it into your
Nah,
head,
MJ, it's because when I was growing up with it, it's like I didn't know what it was. Only my parents knew what it was, but I didn't really know what it was.
Yeah, but deep in now, people probably treat you different, or like you're gonna start thinking, oh,
You think
I'm
it's
actually
all,
weird
it's
for thinking
internal,
like
yeah.
this. It's
You
internal.
think that you're different, but bro, I feel like all
But
these-
I know that
it's-
I'm different.
It's just names, bro. I feel like we're all the same, bro. Like your mind just ticks a bit different or something. Like that's what
how
makes
it
you a
actually is.
person,
I'm
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what makes
It's
you
about
unique. Like,
it's about understanding it, because knowing what it is, understanding it, it helps makes it easier for me to operate through life, bro. It's like, why do I hate eye contact? Why do I freaking hate eye contact?
Just
Why do
your
I obsess about
personality.
this? No, it's not. It's because I've got Asperger's syndrome, bro.
oh, maybe
That's just the
true,
word
see.
that they put on it, right? Like that you're basically dealing with a differentiator in the way that you think about things. I feel like it's difficult because it's like people put the word normal on things, but it's like everything's normal. Everyone's normal at the end of the day. But then you got a certain version of it. Certain people are taller, people are shorter. Some people are better at football than other people. There's a million reasons why that might be, but I feel like having a putting a label on it. I think and I've been there before because I've been afraid of putting labels on myself. But at the same time, sometimes I do feel like if I could just get to the bottom of maybe why I think differently about things than other people, I could actually navigate my situation better. But I think a lot of people have a stigma on that, or they feel like, if I'm this, that means that like I can't do that. I don't think that's the way it should be, but it's like we all fall victim of like wanting to fit in with the group and be normal or be just like part of the group or whatever. But at the same time, also it's like I'm trying to not be average. I don't want to be an average person. That means you're different. Sometimes that means you do things that hold other people back, or you have challenges, disabilities, differences that you got to overcome, but then they can work them to your advantage and get more out of life. So it's like, it's something I've considered, but also like, I'm probably a bit scared to even like explore that, you know what I mean? Because I'll be worried that like, I might find out something that's like bad, but that's probably not the right way to see it.
Nah, not at all. Because I embrace it, bro. I literally embrace it.
but
A lot of people don't even know. People don't believe me when I told them.
But what does it actually change once they've told you? Because like as you were saying, like maybe if you knew what it was, maybe you'll be able to operate or like know why you do this or know why you do that. But what is that really going to change?
Well, that's the
You're still
thing.
gonna do it, no?
It wouldn't change anything, but it changes things in terms of like, it'll probably give me peace of mind to just be like, okay, I got a slightly different way of thinking about things, and maybe there's a better way of me dealing with things based on my knowledge of if I've got a certain condition or if I've got a certain thinking pattern that maybe isn't the average, but at the same time, the word normal isn't the right word to use, but like,
Isn't that
I
just
respect
like
it. I feel like you're
accepting it?
inspiration the way that you're like, look, this is something that I've got, and this is something that I'm dealing with, and basically like I'm using it as an advantage. I'm not scared of it. I'm not going to shy away from it.
I see it as an advantage. I see it as an advantage because, I just see it as an advantage the way I think. It's a thing. I don't know if you feel the same, but it's like the way I think, I have to filter my brain before I put it out, because or else everyone's going to be thinking like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
But this is what
everyone
I'm
does
getting at though, because what you're saying is true, yeah. But my thing about the whole labeling thing is that whether you know if you're autistic or you're not, you're still gonna filter it because everyone's still gonna feel the same way, whether you know if you're autistic or not. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like knowing if you are something isn't gonna actually change how you maneuver about it. Because as you said, like, do you how to explain it? Do you do something like, okay? Do you do something because you're autistic? As in, like, or do you stop yourself from doing something because you're autistic, or do you do it? Yeah. Either way, you're not thinking about doing it or not doing it because you're autistic. You're thinking about how people are going to perceive you. So that's what controls how you do it or what you do. So the label doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, but the way I see it, right, is it's like people have said to me before, "Oh, you must be autistic because of how fucking dialed into this and that other thing you are." And like sometimes I've felt like, yeah, I do find it. Sometimes I find it hard to like. I mean, eye contact's an interesting one. Like, I definitely find it difficult sometimes to just like to almost like not maintain, like to sort of maintain and like judge relationships with people. Just almost just like, is this guy fucking with me? Does this guy like me or does this guy hate me?
Yeah.
And just not really being able to tell. And sometimes just being like, it's just all long. I just want to fucking go and sit on my computer and look at some more Youngboy songs.
That's one of the biggest signs, bro. That's one of the biggest indicators. I can't lie.
No, but it's like people have said that to me, but it's like.
Wait, also as well, sorry to cut you,
Go
but social cues as well. You know, do you struggle with like sarcasm or like just reading someone's face emotions without them saying anything, if that makes sense?
Sometimes I'm probably someone that overanalyze. Like someone might make a face and I'll be like, does it mean this? Does it mean that? I'll just go off on a whole madness. And really it could either mean nothing or it could mean something quite simple. So I'm definitely an over-analysis person. I'm definitely someone like I leave an interaction and I'll just be thinking like, did that go well? Like, do they like? Are they feeling me or are they hating me or like did I play that the right way? Should I have spoken a bit more with a bit more like effort in that conversation, or should I have just been more chilled out? So I definitely overanalyze in general, but it's funny because I feel like it's a weird thing going on right now. Is I feel like a lot of people. I don't mean anything negative by this, but I feel like a lot of people think it's trendy to be autistic. And it's like, being autistic means that you're like locked in and that you're really analytical. And you see these guys on Instagram, it's like weaponized autism and shit. And it's kind of like, partly I'm kind of like, that's cool because it normalizes a condition that some people maybe would struggle to accept. But on the other hand, it's like, it's so weird because I've met certain people and they're almost like, I think I'm autistic. And it's like, why? And it's like, because like I just say whatever I want whenever I want.
Saying, like, it's just
I can't lie, that shit really pisses me off when people do that.
Because it's
It
kind of
really
like,
pisses me off.
I'm not sure that's exactly what it means. And then they're like, no, I think I'm autistic. I can say whatever I want whenever I want. And it's like, chill out. But I don't know.
Like people.
I'm talking about people that aren't diagnosed, just people that have just seen it on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. Like people even say to me, "Oh, you must have ADHD." And
Yeah, well, you do though.
No, I don't know, bro.
Well, you do.
I might.
I diagnosed you. I'm a doctor.
If you had a diagnosis
like,
and they were like, look, we're going to diagnose you as ADHD and now you're going to be able to navigate this thing that you struggle with, would that not be a good thing or would you rather not know?
I'm not struggling. That's the thing.
But you might be without realizing
There's other people that are saying to me, "Oh, you've definitely got it," but it's just like, this is just me in my head. Like,
But do you struggle to pay attention to things? You know
pay
what I mean?
attention to what?
Like get things done, finish things.
Yeah,
It depends
focus
what
on
it is.
something.
It depends on what it is. If I'm interested in it, then yeah, I'll do it. But
Like,
if
they have
it's
a
something
short
I don't-
attention span in general.
Depends what it is. In general, here and there, like no, like I love binge watching like series, movies, this and that. But then I also love scrolling through TikTok. So it's like it depends what it is.
You probably ain't got ADHD then. There's people with ADHD are literally they can't focus on things. Like it gets that bad.
But that's the thing. This whole labeling thing, bro. I don't know. Like in my opinion, yeah. Like with you, if you never went and got diagnosed, I probably wouldn't say you're autistic, yeah, because there's other people that are struggling with autism in a much more different way. Like for example, they can't leave the house by themselves, like stuff like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So the whole labeling thing is I don't know in it.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
It's like we all fight our own battles mentally every day. For me to get to the point I am where people aren't able to clock, because bro, remember in secondary, like year 8 and that, I used to literally walk with my head down on the floor, bro.
Yeah,
looking down. But for me to change from that, like it's taken a lot of mental work. You know what I mean?
And I hear what you're
and
saying.
part of it
but
was
do you
me
think that's-
understanding what it is that I needed to overcome.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, bro, because I used to do the same thing. I used to do, and that I wouldn't put that down to autism. I'll just put that into maybe lack of self-confidence, like in yourself. Like maybe you think people are judging you, or maybe it's anxiety. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never actually, there's so many factors that can come into play on what you are, what they want to put you as type of thing in it. So I wouldn't say that was autism, in my opinion.
But I feel like sometimes accepting a diagnosis or accepting a certain way, a condition, can give you confidence to be like, you know what I just believe? I just feel like a lot of people like aren't happy with who they are, whether it's you've got a condition you don't want to have, or maybe it's you don't have it. Maybe you feel like you do want to have certain attributes. But I feel like everyone should just try and be more happy and accepting of who they are, whether they got autism, whether they got depression, whether they got one leg, like whatever it is, anything that you're dealing with in life, whether you're the most handsome 6'5" guy in the whole world, but you just got no confidence. Like everyone should just try and accept themselves and accept each other. Like I wouldn't deep it if someone said to me, they've got autism or ADHD or bipolar or whatever. It's like, you know what? Like, if whatever gets you the best result for your life and understanding and comfortable in your own skin, like, I'll just want to support that in it. I wouldn't put down what anyone else's condition is or anything like that. Like, we all deal with our own problems. So, I mean, I've got respect for that.
Head on that one. Well, man, I'm sorry to like change up the topic, but I just remember this. We were talking about off camera, He was telling me how like sometimes you deal with some rappers and shit. And like they'll be talking about making a video, and then they're like they'll hit you up being like, "Oh, bro, you went too federal with it or something." But I want to know like, what was like the most heated exchange you might have had with like a rapper or something, where like they're telling you, bro, like you're exposing me or something. Has that ever gone down? Like,
Yeah, broad day.
broad day, swear down.
Broad day, man. Crazy. Had a crazy interaction with him. Shout out to Broad Day, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I know, it's all good, but who knows what the situation is with Broad Day right now, man. Shit's crazy. But no, I had a little situation where I went back and forth with him. And, you know, basically, like, I was doing the Active Gang video. And at the time, I was a bit more loose with it. And I was on Instagram being like, yeah, Active Gang video coming soon. Someone sent it to him. And he's like, Active Gang video, yeah? And so he's hit me up. And I'm thinking I'm thinking it's, like, friendly. I'm gassed. I'm like, Broad Day's hit me up. Lit. Broad Day wants to chat. And then, like, he calls me on Instagram. And he's just like, yeah, what's going on with this video then? Are you talking about me? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, what are you saying about me? Anyway, we go back and forth, and it's just kind of like, bro, I don't want you chatting about me at all. And I'm like, bro, I can't, bro, if I'm going to do a video about Camden, I don't chat about Broad Day, it ain't going to make sense, bro. You're one of the biggest guys from around there. And he's just like, yeah, depends what you're saying. So anyway, we had a little back and forth, and it was kind of like, I got the impression there was a couple things maybe he didn't want to talk about. And so it was just kind of a bit tense. And then basically, I took a couple of things out. He didn't ask me. He didn't say, take this out the video or anything. But I basically went back and looked at the video and was just like, look, is like how much of this video is even about Broad Day? This is about Suspect and maybe a few of the things that the crews have had beef with each other over the years. And there was a couple of things where I just felt like, oh, there ain't even need for me to chat about this. Like, I'm just chatting for no reason, getting deep into some Broad Day history that's not even relevant. So I kind of like trimmed down his section, partly based on the pressure that was applied to me on that phone call. But it wasn't like, take this out. It was more just like, bro, like, I'm trying to be low-key right now. And so I basically was just like, look, I'm basically just going to talk about you less. Don't even really... The video is 4 hours, 12 minutes long anyway. So I was like, bro, I don't need to be talking about you like that. But at the same time, if I don't mention you, people are going to say I don't know what I'm talking about, because you can't talk about... And this is respect. You can't talk about Camden without talking about Broad Day. He's one of the popping rappers that have come out of there in this era. So, you know, that was cool. Kind of squashed it. And then, funnily enough, I did actually bump into Broad Day and do a little interview with him that did not come out. So we're going to see, hopefully...
You bucked him in LA?
Slightly. But I don't know what's going on. I ain't heard from him in a long time. So I've got the interview, but I'm like...
Well, when was it recorded?
What month is it now?
It's May. Late May.
End of last year.
End of last year.
Not in the past month.
Because from what I've heard, he was trying to show people how he's living out there, innit?
He was living good out there for sure.
Yeah.
He was definitely living good. He was living good, living better than me for sure. Living nicely. He's probably living nicer now. I don't know.
Off camera, bro. You know them. You know UKL and them, man.
Yeah.
That man told me that before the napping happened, when he heard about the 330 M's, he was calling them, man, like, yo, I'm gonna fly you out to LA first class. We're gonna shoot an interview, show people how I'm living and that.
He was already living good.
So he's gonna live even better, bro.
Yeah, shining, man. Like, protect, shining, bust down, like, just looking fresh, bro. You know what it is? Obviously, I'd heard a lot of stories about him. I was quite scared of him, especially because we had a back and forth, but then we kind of squashed it, and then it was like, trying to do an interview. You know what I mean? So it was cool to meet him. He was actually a cool guy. We had dinner. We had loads of conversation just about the scene, like, became pretty tight. Like, I'd say we became friendly. got the interview done, and then he disappeared. I never heard from him. I don't know if he's changed his number or something. And then obviously I hear the crazy news that's been going on. But I mentioned it in a video just on my second channel like a few weeks back when all this news was going on. Just put it out there that like, yo man, like it's crazy. I did an interview with Broad Day, it never came out, and then this has happened. Like, can't believe it. But hopefully it all gets resolved and he comes back to the scene. Because forget all the madness, I love Broad Day's music, bro. He's one of the coldest rappers in the UK. The flow, the beats he picks, crazy. And like, you know, his wordplay, like that tune that he did with Morrison, like he's just hard. Some of his little quotables, you know what I mean? Somalian fella, like it's hard. Like, you know what I mean? Love me a white bird. Yeah, come on, man. So many quotables. Broad Day is hard.
Yeah, he's hard.
Even like, you know, it's plugged in and like just, he's one of those rappers. There's not that much of his music out there, but it's almost like the hit rate is so high. Nearly all of the tunes are bangers. Crazy. I swear, even like, you know what I mean? We did an interview, got a couple of people on the phone, a couple of active gang members that you wouldn't hear from, you don't really hear from too much.
Oh my
so it's
God.
a mad interview. Hopefully it drops, but I wouldn't drop it without his blessing. But shout out to Broad Day, man. But yeah, definitely living good.
How's Whack 100 and them, man? I swear he was getting onto you in one interview.
Yeah, he was overly getting onto me. Got onto me in the interview, got onto me off camera, got onto me on my phone privately.
Oh my
God. Why, bro? What does he think he done?
Well, okay, so basically, I won't go too into it because I've told the story a few times in it, but basically, like, when the whole indictment, the Big U thing dropped, like, there's the bit in there about Wack getting pressed by Big U and them, and I sent that to Adam and Remo and a few other people. Obviously, looking back, I looked like a chatty patty, but at the time, it was just like, bro, have you seen the madness? Like, it wasn't just Wack. It was like, bro, have you seen this in the Rico? Have you seen that? Have you seen what they're saying about Wack? Just like, I'm reading it, like, these are my boys, and like,
that's his brethren,
and I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. But then Adam like went into Wack was on the phone in an interview or something, and Wack just goes in and was like, yo, Trap Law Ross just told me you was begging for your life at the Big U event. I never said that. I never said that.
Adam guy is
and so, obviously, the Rico has just dropped, and so the first Wack even hears that this is happening is Adam saying like, yo, Trap Law Ross told me. So he was pissed. So then he pressed his peak. So then when we did the interview, like he basically pressured me, and then we just went back and forth afterwards, and we squashed it, and then we didn't squash it, and then I made a joke about him, and then he wasn't happy, and he was pissed again. But shout out to Wack. As I said, Wack's one of the most legendary people in this hip hop media space in history. Like he's been involved in so many legendary careers. Ray J, The Game, Knocked Out Stitches, like, you know, doing stuff with Ye, like on a business level.
So he managed Blueface as well.
Blueface, Nick Cannon, all the stuff that he's been involved in is legendary. So to even get pressed by him is an honor.
But I was saying this to my boy the other day. We was talking about watching one of his videos, but I think he's one of the funniest people on the internet, bro.
Wack's hilarious.
He's up there,
So
bro.
funny,
Like, bro, that guy will actually have you laughing, bro. He's fun. The way he's funny shit.
He's an entertainer, bro. He's more entertaining than most of these rappers, bro. Like that's how he's become such a legend of podcasting. Like whoever, I think, I'm pretty sure, like, obviously, Wack had done a bunch of media before, but, like, the way that No Jumper got the Adam and Wack show together, and, you know, shout out Remo, I know that he played a big role in making that happen. I feel like it's just legendary as far as, like, Wack's been needing a show for years. So, like, him on No Jumper, I think it's been a legendary era, and I think Wack the entertainer, like, Wack's helped so many other people with their career, but seeing him in this, like, main character era of his career is legendary, and I feel like he's just getting started. I feel like Wack is going to be like a legendary figure in the hip hop media landscape, like long term. And like, I feel like he's just getting started, even though that he's been through so many eras of his career. So shout out to him. I want no smoke with Wack. Right now we're good. we might be working on some things. We're trying to work some stuff out at the moment, and like we're just going to see how it pans out. But yeah, that was stress.
Have you met Lena? Lena the vlog.
Yeah, Lena's cool, man. Lena's safe. Met Lena a bunch of times. Been out partying with Lena and Adam, a few people. She's super cool, super down to earth. I feel like a lot of people like scared of porn stars, or they think they're gonna be horrible people, or like freaky in every aspect. But she's super wholesome.
I'll just be thinking, if I'm around a porn star, like, do I try and fuck? Or nah? I don't know what state of mind to be in. You know what I mean?
Like that around most girls.
Around porn. That's true.
Not in a creepy way, but just almost like if you're a single bloke around a single girl, and it's sort of like, are we doing?
But around a porn star, it's like, okay, I don't know, fam.
No, but this is a problem. This is a problem. I think it's a common misconception that porn stars are just all nymphos. They're just normal girls. They don't always want to fuck. That's work for them. It's like, imagine
if anything, they want to fuck less, like, because it's
Slightly.
work. Like,
Getting some, like,
not even that, but it's just kind of like, I feel like a lot of them, maybe aren't getting romance because they're just doing scenes and turning up and having sex and then going home and they're not getting romance. I think a lot of guys are very insecure, especially around a porn star girl, and would feel like, oh, she just wants to fuck, and she actually doesn't. Like, she probably wants to be taken on a date and like treated nicely.
Will never happen.
You know what I mean?
Have you been on Figueroa Street?
I ain't been on Fig, you know. People have been telling me to go. I've been Skid Row, but not Fig. I need to pull up because people have been telling me. I'm not trying to go there shopping, but I'm trying to see what's going on.
Nah, I've driven there still. I've driven there.
You driven Fig?
It was literally on my memories the other day, me smoking a zoot in Skid Row, bro.
What, outside in Skid Row?
I was in Skid Row,
Coming
bro.
like Skrilla, bro. Crazy out in Zombieland.
It's mad still.
Nah, it's nuts. I've driven through it a few times, but like, I ain't trying to chill out there at all.
I just thought these are normal people, bro. No, they were cool people, innit?
Yeah, but it can go left.
It can.
You know
it
what I mean?
can
That's
go
what I'm saying.
left, bro.
They're normal people until they're not normal. Until the zombie comes out.
Bro, if I had my strap on me, I'd be way more comfortable.
Bro, you got pepper spray up. Pepper spray.
Nah, it's
Just
not
Would
enough.
you roll with pepper? Do you roll strapped up in LA?
Nah, you can't roll strapped up really. But if I go to something that's edgy, I might have the armed security.
Realistically, though, you know, you ain't getting pulled over and searched for a gun, bro. So you
Yeah,
could roll strapped
Yeah,
up
I
if
could.
you wanted
No, but
to.
this is the thing. This
Guy's
has
a
been a
bad
difficult
influence.
thing for me, right? Because I've been going to LA quite a lot over the last few years. But like, bro, I think the threat against me is a little bit overblown. People like to do, oh, you do videos that talk about gangs and gangster rappers, like, oh, everyone's trying to kill you. I've got beefs. I've had issues with people. People maybe certain people don't like me or whatever. They don't like what I've said. But realistically, the chances of someone being like, yo, we're going to kill Trap Law Ross. We're going to catch a body over this guy doing YouTube videos.
It's not even that, bro. It's like, because LA is a lack, bro. I feel like
yeah.
LA is a lack everywhere. It's a lack.
But I don't be out like that, bro. I don't be smoking zoots on Fig. You know what I mean? I might need to be strapped if I'm out smoking zoots on Skid Row or on Fig.
But in
But
LA,
like,
it could get cracking anywhere, bro.
no, 100%.
And wouldn't you want to, like, and you're a known guy, so guys out there might try to rob you or shit like that.
Bro, I've been to the gun range, bro. If it gets cracking, I'm not hitting nothing. Like, again, it's this thing. I think a lot of people and a lot of gangster dudes probably ain't even that good of a shot. But it's
Yeah.
like, I'm strapped and like, yeah, try something. But it's like, bro, if it actually comes to it, bro, that shit's going down in 2 seconds. You barely even got control of it. Me even trying to get the safety off a strap and then aim and shoot and not have shaky hands. It's pointless, bro. I'd rather have, if I'm worried about someone doing something to me, armed security, who's a proper shooter, who's going to get away, patterned. So it's like, I'm not even really thinking, I feel like I'm making a conscious effort of just like, I don't really want to be someone that's rolling around. Firstly, it's illegal anyway, so I don't want to be getting caught out. But secondly, it's just sort of like, it just asks for more problems. Me worrying about where my strap is. So I'm more worried about, bro, I'm not the toughest guy. Someone get hold of my strap, then it's peak. Someone gets hold of my strap off me and I'm like,
Shit.
But how much
Love
is
myself
armed
up.
security out there? Have you had them like? How much you have to drop on that
probably like 800.
for a day?
Yeah.
$800.
Yeah. Maybe like 400 with no strap. The strap's like, I don't know, it costs more for the strap. I guess that's how it works.
Because they got to have a
Strap
permit.
needs to get paid as well, innit?
They got to have a permit to be in LA with the guns,
Nah,
innit?
facts, yeah. And then you got
But
to
you-
have a whole different level of security and like, I get security here and there, but it's more like if I'm doing something where it's like, I'm gonna be like when it was pretty lit when we went to Rolling Loud, it was like me, Adam, 1090 Jake, and then we all had our own armed security, so we was rolling up the spots like 3 strapped guys and then us 3 just good like everywhere. Yeah,
You know-
literally like we had a threat.
I want to ask you this because obviously you've done a lot. You're the king of the hip hop YouTube space.
Appreciate it.
Been the king for a while. You know what I mean? I don't feel like enough people say that. And you've done a lot for the culture in terms of pushing it abroad. You know,
Appreciate it, bro.
a lot of people disagree. Expect Shawnee would disagree.
Well, I feel like, you know what it is, yeah? I feel like, you know
This
what I
guy's
mean?
cheeky.
We need to have a peace treaty with Shawnee because I feel like if we could get her on a pod and have an open dialogue, we might get to like some interesting understanding of what this thing's about. We might see things from her side. She might see things from our side. I don't know.
I feel like she fucking hates me now, bro. It's been too much.
I feel like she does, but I reckon she I ain't even trying to say too much, but I heard through somebody, basically I heard through somebody that like basically is like there could be a way to make amends and like as you said, she's probably a few too many wines, a few barefoot wines deep, whiling out on
Barefoot
Twitter.
wines,
You know what I mean? And like just took it a bit too far. But really we're probably all on the same side. Like we're probably all into the same things. Somebody, I won't say who, but somebody has been pushing me behind the scenes of like, you should patch it up and like she's actually all right. Like, she's cool. She's done a lot for the culture, blah, blah, blah.
It's on her to patch it up, though.
Yeah, no, I hear
I
it.
feel like, you know what I mean?
This is me waving a
yeah.
little bit of the white flag and being like, we could patch it up and have an open dialogue. Because at the same time, yeah, even though I had that big back and forth with her, it's almost like I'm very open-minded. I've got on calls and interviews with people that hate me and had a debate and been like, bro, let's just talk about it. Like, I don't really duck fades or anything like that. Verbal fades. I'd probably duck a real life fade for sure, if I could. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like conversation's good. I feel like her beefing you and me and Bouncer and all that stuff is just like, I don't know. I would have. This is what I'm saying. I would have a conversation with her just because I feel like it would be interesting to have the face to face and be like, okay, like, you really think this about me? Like, I'm gonna explain to you why I actually like the culture and why actually I'm doing what I think is like an honourable thing, talking about what I'm interested in, giving my take on it, and I mean no disrespect. And I could probably see why you feel like what you're doing is like, you know, you're actually helping artists directly get paid for their music and whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not closed-minded enough to be like, I would never talk to her. But also, yeah, it was a vicious back and forth at the time.
It was kind of funny, man.
It was funny, bro, but that's why it was like, I don't take shit too seriously either. Like,
It's internet shit.
it was just a bit of internet fun, and I feel like it was like, I don't know. That's the thing that I worry about, is I wonder how seriously she takes it.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah,
Could have
so
been a
it's
rough
like,
day at the
yeah,
office for
yeah.
her the next day, but it's like, I wasn't really taking it too seriously. But then maybe she's not taking it too seriously. I don't know.
Maybe
Would
not.
you
I
call
just saw
yourself
it.
a troll?
A little tiny bit. But she was trolling me. I was trolling.
I just saw it as
I was trolling
content,
Sench
bro.
to begin with. But that's the thing. I feel
I
like
was
the whole
loving
thing.
it. When I saw this, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna bang video, 100K views." Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
it killed
I'm
it.
like, yes, bro.
I was surprised even because I was thinking like my response to her did loads of views, and I was almost like, do people even care that much about me having a little like bitch fit against the A&R? Like, do people even care? But people really cared. People got sucked into that. I think because it represented maybe a wider conversation that a lot of people have about the culture, and race, and gang ties, and the streets, and the music, and what Centre represents. Obviously, that was a big conversation starter, the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
but I don't have like I wouldn't say it's, you know what I mean. I'd have a debate with her, and it'd probably be mad interesting. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see if she redeems herself in the eyes of the content community. She's a big op right now for the content makers, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, we love Shawnee though, man. If she wanted to talk, I'd happily talk. You know what I mean?
She
It'd
can
be
have
cool.
a bright future as a content creator herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off the barefoot, going off at people on her own channel.
Bro, Tay Savage, bro. How did that go down, bro?
Man, this Tay Savage thing's crazy. Obviously, I did the video on him a couple years ago.
It wasn't even a skit. What happened? We caught you in some. I'll let you explain.
Nah, it's a mad story. So it's like I had a phone call with him after the video dropped years ago, and like him and his manager were pissed. They were like, but it was like they were pissed, but then they were also kind of like, it was like, oh, should we take the video down? And they were like, nah, let's not take the video down, but what can you do for us, basically? Because you ain't really doing nothing for us. So then I tried to do a little bit of promo with them, and just was like, look, I'm on your side. Like,
oh, it's exposure. At the end
don't
of
get
the
it
day.
twisted. It's exposure, but then also like, if there's something I can do to push your music specifically off the back of this, then let's do it. Like, it wasn't something where it was like, oh, like, I'm just gonna do a video about you and then not show love. It's like, bro, I actually am a fan of you. I want to push your music. So what was crazy is that like they was super mad. Then we kind of squashed it. I did some promo, and then I was invited to be just a cameo in like Brick Baby's music video in LA. Had no idea Tay was gonna show up and that he was gonna be in the video. I don't know if I got lined up or if it was just like it was just like a casual random thing. But obviously Tay pulls up, and it was just like a bit of tension. The thing is, I feel like the video made it look like I was about to get jumped, but actually we just talked and kind of talked it out, and like I said in the clip, like, bro, I'm a fan of you. I'm really just trying to push what you got going on, and yeah, I'm going to talk about the madness, because the story is crazy. Your story is mental. So we kind of squashed it, and in the end, we kind of became quite friendly, and like, you know,
his album.
I did a quote for his album, and you know, we went to Six Flags, like on Remo's channel. There's a vlog of us at Six Flags. Like, we went to a theme park after that, and just like found a positive dialogue. But what I think was crazy is I think that little clip of him sort of when he first pulled up and met me for the first time, you know, he was probably thinking like, yeah, you know, we're going to make a little moment out of this, obviously, because there was filming, and it was like, that was like the first moment we meet. But then at the same time, what you don't see is like we kept talking. It was cool, and we're both in Brick Baby's music video. But I think a lot of people hit him up after that and was like, yeah, like you slid on Trap Law Ross. And it was kind of, I think it was like, we'd already came to an understanding. So it was like, after that, it was kind of like, damn, like people think that I hate you, but actually I'm kind of seeing the benefit of if we actually came together and did something, and like how that could benefit my career and stuff. So I shout out to Tay Savage. I rock with him. I feel like I've been trying to get in the studio with him to just catch some vibes. We did go to the studio briefly in LA at one point, but I rock with Tay Savage, and I feel like he's got a really bright future in this whole thing if he could just stay focused and like stay out of trouble in that. So yeah.
Who's your, on that note, who's your like current favorite artist on the come up that you could see being massive? Not NBA massive, because I don't think anyone's gonna do that.
Oh, it's random. I listen to the most random people. I don't know if this is like a good answer, but there's a guy in England called Quezzy.
Quezzy.
Fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's so random, but it's like
It's
he's
so random.
one of them people that I'm just like, I rate this guy. I could see this guy being big, and like I rate the music, and like I don't know. It ain't no gangster driller. Unfortunately, a lot of the drill guys be getting killed, and it's just it's not.
This makes me think we might be have a similar mind, bro. I swear, because like in like December, I heard a Quezzy song, and I said I was like, nah, this guy's cold.
Facts.
When he was it had like 3,000 views or
You see
something.
the numbers, and you're like, no way, this guy's gonna be massive, surally.
I don't think so anymore though. But
No?
back then,
What happened to Quezzy, man? Fell off already.
I
I ain't really been listening to
I think I'm a big fan of the underground scene, yeah, but I feel like where it's at right now, I don't see it going any bigger. I feel like they've pulled all the tricks out to make it get to that point of getting big.
Nah,
Are we
now I'm
talking
gonna
about UK though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
specifically.
UK scene, I got a lot. UK scene's cursed right now.
Bro,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
agree.
save
Like,
it.
so,
Trust me,
bro, now I'm gonna have to release this after we get YT on now.
why?
Because you just said the underground's done. They ain't gonna
Take
like
that
that.
out.
It's not. I'm not saying that underground's done. I'd say the UK music scene's cursed.
Broski,
And
there's a new shift coming.
it's
Believe me when I say
I hope so.
Then shift is coming.
And I dread to say it, yeah, but it's the Central Sea curse.
Nah.
Because I see a post on one of these drill pages the other day, and it was like, oh, no posting chart entries today because the only English rapper on the charts is Central C, and that's the problem. Because all the attention's gone to this one guy, and despite what everyone seems to think, I rate Centr. He's cold. The music's cold, like Central C's music, but we can't just have one guy soaking up all the infinity stones of the scene. It's not right. Like,
True, yeah.
we need to let some other people have some shine. And people are probably going to hate to hear this too, but one of my favorite UK rappers right now is Cairo Keys. And that's not a Central C hater thing, but his tune with Twin, his tune with 36 hard.
Broski, I'm gonna show you some stuff after.
Bro, like, what? We not rating Cairo?
You're gonna leave here with a different mindset. Promise.
That's it.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I think his music. I think his music is.
it's easy.
You know, it's easy. It's good to listen to, but
As I
it
said,
got to a point where it's
what-
too
I
I
repetitive.
said Cairo Keys
To me,
is
What, just because of that
Cairo,
clip?
I said Cairo Keys is the modern J1. I think he's the next J1.
That's a
Modern
good
J1's
assessment.
crazy.
Yes.
Modern J1's
Do you know, I
He's
can't
the
lie.
new
Let me not
J1.
even cap.
gimmicky,
There was a
bro.
time where I liked his music like a lot, yeah. But with me, I'm very like, if it sounds too much the same, I kind of like, I don't really give you a chance anymore.
I need it sounding the same. That's the sound I'm trying to hear. So listen, I've got into Cairo recently, yeah. Low key, there was a time I was probably just hate listening to him because I felt like, yo, we can't just have it can't just be a whole playlist of UK rap and it's all just Centrist songs and no one else, right? Like he's basically Centrist took the ball and gone home, and no one else is allowed to play. And it's not fair. And it's like, we need someone like Cairo. Like, I've started listening to a few of his tunes. When he did that song with Twin S, that kind of brought me back. And I was like, yo, I'm rating him. Not as a lyricist, but just as a songwriter, as a vibe maker. As like, in the same way as like a Carti song is just like, yo, I'm driving in LA and I'm bumping Cairo and the tunes are hitting and it's fun.
I'll
And it's
be
not
real.
serious.
Though. They
and
do
then,
hit.
and then
Yeah.
Spotify's recommending me all these Cairo songs I'd never heard of. This like, what's this Nelly and Kelly tune? Like, what's this Burberry tune? I didn't even know he had these tunes. He's got way more tunes than I thought.
I'll
And
be
don't tell
real.
me you're going to talk about, all Cairo's tunes sound the same. All of Cinch's tunes sound the same.
Agreed.
And
Ish,
but we
ish,
can't say
agreed,
nothing
ish.
bad about the
Agreed-ish.
God. We've all got a glazed Cinch, but then Cairo all sounds it's all the same ad lib, bro.
Nah, but
Centr's got no range.
Centr's done different like here and there. Like,
Yeah, and
he's
we
done,
weren't trying
like,
to hear
the-
it. What was that little love song that he did? You know what I mean? He done it, tried it. It weren't hitting.
I liked it. I like.
Mainstream
I
era.
fuck
Well,
it. I'm
I
gonna
will.
be-
You were sitting at home listening to I will. You don't like it. You're listening to that.
That was dead.
Nah,
That
fair
song
enough.
was
Listening to
whack.
that.
Fair
That
enough.
song was whack. I've said that song was
I am going to be controversial, bro. I think Leo Statro is better than Cairo.
100%. Million
I
percent.
think Leo Statro is better than Cairo.
I rate Nems.
Nems is way
better.
Nems is
Fuck
on another
on.
level. Nem,
Yeah,
people,
that's
Nem,
not
you can't
even
even compare
conversation.
Nems to
Yeah, that's not even
Cairo.
conversation.
And he's
bro.
making the same couple of songs over and over again. I'm feeling them. Just give me that. Just give me that one song. Same with Cairo.
Do you
Like,
know
bro,
what it is?
don't change it too
You've
much.
got a point. You've got a point.
It's
But I don't know,
working.
the way I feel like the way Nems does it is different. Let me not say that.
You know what it is? I feel like being from London, you have a cheat code. Nems is from Manny, bro, and he's managed to have his wave. When you're from London, it's way easier to like. I think it's
No,
way easier to start a wave, bro.
No, that's very debatable, bro.
Nah, bro.
No, that's
Trust
very-
me, you
it's
don't
easier
see
to
it.
start
because
away for
because
sure.
because
You don't see it.
one thing about music here is that like one thing about music is it's about like it's about the way it sounds and how you take it in type thing. Yeah, with artists that are not from London, because of their accent, they have more of a leeway to create another lane. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of the accent. Let's be realistic. With Cairo, it's like
You think Cairo's popping if he's from Birmingham? No chance. 0%.
But you can't even say that, because if there was a Brum guy on these Cairo type beats before Cairo was on it, then potentially, yeah.
Bro, Triz has been dropping a song every month for like a year now. Triz from Birmingham, you heard of him?
Horrible
Not really
example.
deep him like that.
Horrible example. You can't.
Well, I'm saying Triz is way colder than Cairo Keys, but Cairo Keys has got more attention, traction, because he's from London, I reckon.
No, I don't think it's that, bro. I feel like maybe Cairo's marketing at the time was better. I don't know. There's a lot of factors to go into play.
Marketing, yeah.
But
What I would say though about that, I feel like you make a good point, but I would just make it a different way. Is that it's like I feel like if you're not from London, you have to work harder.
yeah,
And I think the unfortunate reason for that is one, there's more infrastructure in London for the industry, but two, the accent. No disrespect, but them up north accents are a bit harder to get your head around,
facts.
especially for the internationals. It's hard enough for Americans to even understand what English people are saying. Full stop, right? And like obviously, Sench smashed it because he basically, I've seen him in interviews talking about, I basically speak really clearly so all these internationals can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Sench is the only one these Americans chat to me about. No one asks me about Cairo when I'm in America. You know, even you hear what he's chatting about in these songs, and it's like, bro, American ain't really going to get that. Like,
yeah.
Shen Yen, like no one's really trying to even decode what you're chatting about on that. But it's like, like what I would say is it's like in London you can get motion off your block and your hood and your ends because it's like, oh, he's from Brixton.
Easy,
So you
easy.
got this whole built-in fan base already. Even tunes like Welcome to Brixton, bro, that was a certified hit. Like through it gets the gate. Whereas if you do Welcome to Moss Side, Manny's gonna fuck with it. I ain't putting down Moss Side, but it's like it ain't got that just instant motion that like everyone in Brixton's going to go mental for it. Then everyone in London's also going to be like, yeah, we're fucking with this, Brixton. And it's like London's just got way more people. It's got this halo effect. You have to work twice as hard if you're from Manny or if you're from Brum. And like that's why I feel like they're at a disadvantage. But the people that do break through, like Nems or even H, it's like respect. You actually had to work hard. You actually had to be a sick MC or had to really make some unique stuff to actually break through and get people to listen. But UK scene is on the ropes right now.
And because in London as well, it's a big city, but it's a small city. So it's like, if you're from a certain part of London, bro, let's say from our part of London, bro, and you're rapping, you catch motion, bro. Look who you can link up with just from knowing very, very quickly. It's very, very simple to link up with whoever link up. You don't even have to rap. You can link up with people when you're not even rapping, bro.
That's true. What do you think of Shy Cartier?
People keep asking me, but I ain't really got deep into the catalogue, to be honest with you. But
Okay,
I'm due looking into it. I know the tune with Lowski come out, and I rate Lowski.
Wait, I asked about Shy Cartier.
You're not rating Lowski?
No, I do, but I'm saying I asked about Shy Cartier. You said you rate Lowski.
I hear it.
I'm not really.
I hear it.
Shy Cartier is it's a chick, right?
Yeah.
I've just not deeped it. It's not a gender thing. It's just like I've not deeped the music.
enough.
People keep saying your Shy Cartier is good right now, and I'm like, I need to sit down. But I listen to a lot of American music, so
Fair enough.
Who's your favorite UK female rapper then?
UK female rapper might be Shy Cartier now. Nah, Steph's good. I rate Steph.
you see, as in Steph?
Steph London.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Like, who's yours? Top female UK rapper. Who's that chick? Peggy.
I can't lie.
Peggy dude?
Currently,
Oh, no, not her.
currently, Shy
Right now,
Cartier
I'd
is
say
there.
Shy Cartier, yeah.
Yeah, right now,
Alright.
Shy Cartier is in there.
Me too.
Who else? I don't know after that.
Nah, it's bro, Christelle.
No, you know what it is? She's cold. I just don't listen to her. She's cold. I just don't
No,
listen to her.
like,
Gotta say Sench.
That's the coldest that I've
You know
heard,
Christelle?
No, I was gonna say Sench, but
Now back to what we was talking about though. This whole you said Cairo Keys thing, bro. I'll be real. When we hop on stream, bro, we're gonna play a Cairo Keys type beat and we're gonna make a Cairo Keys song in 2 seconds.
hell yeah.
We can do that so
It's gonna
easy.
be hard, and we're gonna listen to it 100 times.
Easy, bro, one take freestyle will make a song. I'm telling you, bro. I've done it in videos, bro.
Hey,
Simple.
Hey, Come on.
Yeah, you got it. Simple. That's half the song done already.
You know,
Bro, I'm on it, bro. I rate him, bro. That's what I'm listening to right now, bro. It's not even a Sench hate thing. I'm listening to Sench as well sometimes, but UK needs something new, bro. We need something fresh and really.
But we say that every other day. Like we always say we need something new. We need something new. We need something new, and then the new comes about, and they're like, "Who the hell is this?"
UK is a country of haters too.
Oh, you saying you're
like-
hearing, bro?
No, I hear what you're saying, bro. The UK needs something fresh, bro. I feel
Yeah, we don't need that though.
Now, what's that? Well, like, no, that.
Cairo?
Yeah. But I still think, bro, that's why, look, exactly what TJ said right there, yeah. He said what did he just say?
Like we all say we need something
need
new,
something new.
and then but the thing
new
is,
is never good enough, bro.
I feel like they say we need something new. New comes about. People are like, what the fuck is this? Then you go back to Central C. Like that's what I feel like, bro.
All right, here's a real question, yeah. Do you feel like all of this limitless love for Central C and no other artist can get motion? Is that real organic, or is he basically controlling the industry and just no one else can get promo, no one else can get motion, no one else can get push on Spotify, all these platforms?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, let someone else have a bit of action. You know what I mean? Just
But I'll say this though: do we need Central C to sacrifice some of his motion for somebody else to get motion?
Nah,
Can't we just grow the scene altogether?
No, I agree with you, yeah, but it's like let's keep it real, bro. Central C's in a position where he's probably looking down at the rest of the UK scene. Just like, I only want to work with Skepta and these Americans, Lil Baby. You lot are beneath me. He ain't putting on no new UK artist unless it's A2 and E.
He's not even putting him on. He's not even putting him on.
Do you know what I'm deep in? Yeah, I feel like everyone has their time. I'm not saying Sense is gonna like fall off, quote unquote. Yeah, but there was a time where Dave was that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like his time is gonna pass eventually, where now people can start gaining that type of motion again. In my opinion.
Now we ain't seen anything like Central C, bro. I don't think Dave's top is comparable to Central C's one. This guy's gone global, like
but
selling out shows in the US, bro.
Which is true, but at the time,
Dave never translated to the US.
Yeah.
It's
So
too
could have though.
It's too complex and deep on like English themes and identity. Whereas Central C is basically like, again, no disrespect. I feel like I say anything, whatever. Like,
Bro, you're talking facts.
He dumbs it down to a level. He's had to dumb it down to a level where everyone can enjoy it, but it's like Dave doesn't dumb it down to that level. That's why Americans ain't really deep in Dave unless they're really into this hip hop stuff, and they're like, "Yo, I'm actually going to intellectually engage with a Dave album, like it's a Kendrick album, but I'm going to engage with these UK issues." Sench has dumbed it down to the point where it's like, "I'm going to make it simple, so all these Americans, all these French dons that don't even speak English can kind of follow and feel the vibe," and basically like, it's just. I just feel like the UK really needs someone new that just rewrites all the rules. I feel like people popping out trying to do what worked before just ain't really gonna run.
What type of music would you say this person would need to be making?
This is what I was about to say. Is you know who I rate with? Someone like Lancey, who's doing the sort of almost like rage.
Yeah.
I don't know, like weird, just weirdo.
It's that underground, that Carti vibes. Like,
you know what? I don't want to get in trouble for saying this, yeah. But like. One of the people who I thought was going to do this and then his career took a very unfortunate turn was Octavian. I felt like Octavian was doing the wavy.
I definitely agree.
And then obviously
cold,
things happened, got cancelled, album got shelved. Like he had a tune with fucking 21 Savage and Heady One on the same tune. Got shelved. It was mental.
He was cold.
He was about to be bigger than Sench ever was as far as like bridging the gap.
I agree.
They got him out of here with the allegations, and then like. You know, he's doing other stuff behind the scenes. I'm hearing he's producing big records for Americans, but like, it's almost like we need like a Octavian or like a Lancey who's gonna kind of like create a whole new lane, basically for the genre, like for UK rap. So I feel like I'm hearing Americans rocking with Lancey, and they're almost like, no, we didn't realize this guy was English type shit.
I feel like they tried that with Lancey. Even I don't know if you know Harsh Reality as the Twitter guy. But he made a good point. He said with Lancey, they tried it when by getting him a feature with Sexy Red. And he's just not really, Lancey's just not really, connecting.
I feel like though Lancey's earlier in his career than people think. Like he's been around for a minute, but it's almost like he's waiting for that moment. I think putting him with Sexy Red ain't really the one. It's like he needs just a completely independent banger that's just like a Carti type song solo that just changes the game. And like, I don't know. I just feel like I find it really disappointing because I'm a fan of the UK scene, especially UK rap, drill, like this culture. and it's, I don't know, it's just in a bad place. Like, yeah, no one else is getting charting songs other than Sench, and like people aren't really getting the shine because there's good music. You guys disagree, but I think Cairo is making actually really good music. It's party music. It's fun, simple music.
Yeah.
But like when
Yeah.
Sench dumbs it down and makes it simple, everyone bumlicks him. But then when Cairo's, all of his shit sounds the same. But it's like, yeah, but you put on Gang at a Party, it's lit, and it's a different vibe to putting on a, I don't know, a Travis song or whatever, like at the party. So it's like, I feel like we got to enjoy these different spaces that different people are creating in the scene and celebrate them, and not just hang our hat on just like one guy or just like one type of music. And I rate Stench. I feel like he'll probably rebirth himself and come with another album that takes it in a new direction. But it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
You're right. We do have a problem in this scene of everyone bum licking Sench, bro. It's a problem, bro, and I'm tired of it, bro. Everyone's just bum licking Sench, begging it off Sench. He's like the golden untouchable now.
It also, I feel like for the media guys, this was another thing that we talked about, where it was like a lot of people were pissed off about the video I made. I was just calling it how I saw it, having looked at the whole story and spent a whole month looking into nothing but Sench and Digger in West London. And like, I feel like in a lot of ways I was very respectful as far as like his artistry, but like, so you couldn't believe the people that were like coming at me for like, weren't rating the Sench thing, and like,
Don't tell me YB's kit approach. Did you get a call from YB?
no, I didn't, but I'm sure he was like punching the air when he saw that one, I'm sure.
Devil.
And you know, I respect what he's done. Like he's done a great job as far as like finding an artist and putting them in the outfits that they need to be put in to go where they need to go to get where they need to be. But like, yeah, it's just like, come on, man. Like, there's got to be more going. Like, there's got to be more levels to the UK scene, and we can't just all. It's like the army of Sench defenders came out and was like, no, you can't say anything bad about this guy. Like, our whole careers, our whole platforms are based on bigging up this guy and just tracking everything that he does.
It's like and then when you criticize him, it's like, oh, you're just a hater. You're just a hater. It's like, bro, I'm not. That's a problem in the UK. Everyone will say the UK is bad vibes. And then they'll also say, any time you critique anyone, you're just a hater. The fuck? How am I hating on the guy? I'm just telling the truth, bro.
And it's
You
also,
know
it's
what I
just like,
mean?
bro, if you're going to be the biggest guy in the game, you're going to have some people hating on you, and you're going to have some people with some valid criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't put them in the same category.
but this is the thing. I feel like that whole little team I think they've gotten really comfortable controlling the whole industry narrative.
For sure.
I think it was probably a tough day when it's just like, oh my God, someone's made a big negative piece about us, and it's really well put together, and it's quite thought provoking, and actually makes some pretty good points, and points out a few things that we slipped up on that weren't very good, and like we really brushed under the rug, but people noticed. And like, you can't just, it's crazy, you know, you can't just have your whole like media landscape, just everything going your way. We control everyone. No one ever says anything bad about us, and if they do, we shut them down. And I don't know, it's a weird one, but at the end of the day, people like us, independent media, we can say whatever we want, bro. Like, if we don't like someone's music, or if we don't like what someone does, or if we feel like someone handled something wrong, we can just hop on, turn on the mic, and just say that was trash, or like that was wrong, that was a bad way, this guy's a fraud. You know what I mean?
And with the Shawnee situation, I did call it that not one of the Insta pages would have posted about it.
Bro, them Insta pages, bro, they toe the line, man. They must be getting paid.
I bet none of them posted anything to do with your video
Posted
either.
nothing to do with none of that stuff. None of them posted my video. People that would have posted a lot of the shit I do.
And you know what it is? You know, made you think as well.
Okay.
I'll say this because what's it called? He responded to me when I said that independent media is kind of gonna take over like these Insta pages. People aren't really taking in these Insta pages anymore, and he was saying how it's not fair to say that they're controlled by the labels, because while the labels do, when the labels have their artists and they want to do their campaign budget, he's a part of the budget. He gets some money from the labels.
So he's got to do the right thing by the label to keep getting the budget, right?
But his argument is that the majority of the money that he gets is from people who aren't signed. But my argument, my rebuttal is the only reason people who aren't signed are coming to you is because the labels have trust in you, and that boosts your profile.
Well, the labels have set the precedent, right? So it's like, the labels are setting the precedent that you have to pay for promo to get on Made You Think, and that's what gets you motion as a rapper. So it's like, your strategy is following on from what the labels kind of want to happen, right? And I think it's unfortunate, and I rate Made You Think. I've always been a big fan of his stuff. But like, what I think is interesting is it's just like, any industry gets corrupted by money, and it's just like, if that industry over the last few years, whether you go from a page like I'm Just Bait legendary page. I think over time, these guys have realized like, yo, there's a big business in this. Yo, I can sell promo. Like I know a lot of people got homies that kill it with the promo thing, and I rate it. But it's also like, if the business is predicated on like, yo, look, my revenue source is the labels. Sensuous label ain't paying you to make a video or make a post about him being a fake gangster, right? They're going to be pissed. So it's like, it's sort of, they indirectly get control of you, and it's kind of like, other people pay me for promo, and it's like, yeah, cool, but if your revenue source, the same way, bro, like realistically, for as much as we're independent, we can't hop on YouTube and start talking about how bad YouTube is and how bad their policies are and how it's an evil company. That shit ain't gonna last too long, you know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing I won't do, man. YouTube's
Love
got us in a
YouTube.
chokehold, man. We love YouTube,
Shout
bro.
out YouTube, man. CEO of YouTube's
Big up
done.
YouTube. My second channel, for some reason, all my videos are limited. I still love you guys.
Listen, YouTube. That's like YouTube's like the CEO of YouTube's like our Central C, basically. Can't say nothing bad about him. Can't do nothing like that's off limits. You know what I'm saying? But it's a techie one, because I do feel like what ends up happening is like those pages, the trust level goes down when people start to realize like, yo, we're kind of getting a bit of a sanitized view of the industry from your page. Where can we go for the honest, the real stuff?
You know what?
We're going to go to Tanks.
But I feel like, Trap Lord Ross saying fuck these labels.
So.
Or Bouncer. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a lot of it's to do with the algorithms changes with social media. Because before, I'm Just Bait, it would be a big deal, You get a post on I'm Just Bait, it's guaranteed to reach a certain amount of people. But because the algorithms have changed, now followers doesn't even matter on a lot of platforms, on most platforms. Followers don't even matter. So I feel like that's kind of devalued a promo post from an I'm Just Bait and made you think, etc.
Yeah, it's true. But that's why I think also, though, that, and this is probably why they're so annoyed, is that massively increases the unspoken value of someone like a Tanks or a Bouncer or a Traplo Ross doing a video about something, because it's like, bro, I ain't really getting paid to do nothing. Like I'll do a sponsor. Let me do Manscaped in a video, and I'll get paid to say Manscaped's great product, pretty good product, like Manscaped. But like,
you would say that
it's decent. But what I would say is that it's like, people are knowing that we're having an authentic view. That's probably why it burns when it's like a Central C doc saying that he's not really authentically, the image he portrays is a bad look, because it's coming from somebody that's basically as an authority. I've done the research. I ain't been paid by Cairo Keys to post that video. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Could you imagine? I mean, Cairo, listen, you want to cut the check, make something happen. Part 2 coming. But no, like, for real though, it's like, that's just my honest opinion. And the reason why I stand on it, and I'd have an argument with like a Shawnee, because it's like, bro, this ain't no paid post. This ain't none of that. This is just, I spent a month looking into this guy, listened to all the songs, watched all the interviews, came up with my opinion, and here it is. And like, just unfiltered, unadulterated. This is just my opinion. It's not bought. It's not sold. You know what I mean? It's just like raw. That's what it is. And I think people know the difference between that and like an advert where it's something that's maybe has been paid for to kind of like just speak overly positively. I think people have a good like glaze detectors now. It's like when they see posts and it's just like Central C breaking more records yet again. Like, salute to Central C and YB's. Like, YB's the greatest manager that's ever done anything. Like, YB's never done anything wrong in his entire life. I think people look at that and they're kind of like, yeah, okay, this isn't. I'm not sure if this is authentic reporting. This is a paid post, and like that's cool, but like it's just
people have reckoned that Nems has paid me just because I fuck with him.
Really,
people have said Nems' team's paying you. It's like, no, they're not.
I mean, Nems' team's probably paying for promo, right? Surely. I don't know, not you, but I'm saying promo pages is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's powerful. I guess, who knows, over time, like, labels could probably get a hold of this scene, and I don't know what they'd have to pay to get certain people to be like, we're just going to run positive videos on this person and corrupt the scene. But I don't know what's going to happen. But end of the day, it's not even like, there's no conspiracy to like put people down. These are just our honest opinions.
Pretty much. So. Would you say, because you said now that you've started posting a video every single week, is that making more sense for you financially? Not getting into your finances, but does that make more sense with the ad revenue than posting a 4-hour video?
To be honest, so far, no. If anything, I'm seeing a dip, but I've kind of committed to this. Like, I basically said to myself, like, let me try and do weekly for a few months. For a while, it was like, it's impossible for me to even do weekly. It's like a personal challenge to me. Because for a while, it was like, I might do, like the King Von video dropped, and it took like 3 months to get the Youngboy video done. So it was, and that was just, like the King Von video was all me and an editor, wrote and researched the whole thing myself. Then I got a researcher, after the Von video, I got a researcher for the first time. My first full-time researcher that was probably locked in.
Oh, shit.
So like, but that was kind of late in the game, really. So it's like, and then it's like me and him. I'd already done a lot of the Youngboy stuff myself before I hired that guy anyway. But like, I've built up now. I've got 3 editors at the moment, and like we were doing 2-3 hour video every month is what we were on. And I basically just for a while I wanted to be like, what would it be like to do a video every week, 45 minutes, hour or so. So like I've kind of committed to trying that out at the moment, but I would say probably numbers are worse so far. But it's been a month. I've probably done like maybe 5 weekly videos in a row or so. And I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, but right now I'm trying something. I want to commit to it. I want to stick to it and say like, you know, I want to get to just like a certain amount of videos every week. Even just for my own, as a creator, to be like, yo, can I do weekly videos? Can I get into a weekly upload schedule? And then I'm going to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, but is that actually the right way to do this? Do I prefer doing 3 hour videos every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks? Or maybe there's a sweet spot where I say, okay, let me do an hour and a half video every couple weeks.
Maybe,
or something like that. So I'm still discovering it. I feel like you can get stagnant as a creator because it's like, I feel like I reached a really high point that I was super proud of really quickly, almost unexpectedly, but you know, I'm grateful for every subscriber and every bit of success that I've had. But like, I found myself in a point where you're almost just like, there was a time when I was doing 10-minute videos and then I was like pushing myself to do 30, 45-minute videos. Then I remember doing my first like hour and a half video, and then I did the Jacksonville video about Ace and Fulio and them. That was like my first 2 hour video. And I remember dropping it thinking, bro, is anyone even going to want to watch this for 2 hours and be into it? And I was like, oh shit, they are. Actually, this is one of my most viewed videos. Wow. Okay, let me push myself. That's the first time I did a 6 hour video was
That's crazy.
the Youngboy video. But that wasn't even, I wasn't like, I'm going to do a Youngboy video at 6 hours. I was just like, I'm going to do one video that tells everything you could ever need to know about Youngboy. Every album, every relationship, every case in one video. Turns out it was 6 hours. So it's like I was challenging myself as a YouTuber, but now I'm almost doing the opposite where I'm like, it was taking a long time to get videos done. And I'm like, yo, can I actually bring my crew together and write quick enough and edit quick enough to drop a video that feels like a movie, like a little mini documentary every week? So we're doing that. But to be honest, I would say that I don't do this for money or just for views, but I would say, if anything, I'm seeing it not do as good now. But I'm committed to this for like another month or 2. And then I might take a break because I'm a little bit burnt out. Like I'm just working non-stop, like you were saying. And so I might even, if I'm not feeling it, I might take a little break and then make a massive long madness video and just come back with a bang and then do it a little bit more randomly.
Because your channel's weird because you've started posting weekly now, but before you'd post every month, sometimes 2 months. And I find YouTube punishes you if you're not consistent. But for your channel, it's like the opposite.
Well, okay, this is what I would say on this topic, is it's like, how can I say
Do
this?
they not more so reward, like if they see patterns? For example, like if your video has a lot of watch time, like if you get like a lot of watch time in that month, that's what they're rewarding more over consistency.
So the metric for whether a view gets pushed in the algorithm is like basically, you know, click-through rate by watch time, right? So it's like, when we showed the thumbnail on the title, how many people that we gave an impression and showed that to out of 100 actually clicked on it and saw the thumbnail and was like, yes, let me see that video. Say it's 5%, 6%, 10%, whatever. If you have a sick thumbnail, high percentage.
Well, what percentage do you average?
I'll be seeing 6 recently. But that's like, but then again, it's like when a video drops, it's high and then it kind of tails off because it shows it to more people and it might dip down to like 3 if a video's got millions and millions of views and it's showing it to loads of people and it's burnt out. So it's like,
I can't relate to that, but
it spikes up and down. But yeah, it's coming, slow down. But I would say that like it's that multiplied by the watch time, and then it's like I've got pretty good average watch time. This is the thing, my watch time is tanking right now because I'm doing videos that are like quite short, right? So my usual high watch time is going down. So I'm debating like, is YouTube not? YouTube might think these uploads are a bit trash because people aren't watching them as long. but it's impossible for them to watch it as long as a 6-hour video.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
one
mean?
thing I've been struggling with as well, because there's times I'd make like a 25-minute video and then I'll make an 8-minute video, and on the 8-minute video the watch time is significantly lower, but it's still 50% of the video. I don't feel like the YouTube algorithm cares about the percent, like
they don't.
they don't care about the overall length of the video. I feel like I don't
they
feel like
don't.
they take that into account.
They don't. Here's the thing, and I feel like I accidentally hit on a cheat code at one point doing the long videos. I never got into the long videos as a watch time game thing at all. I think I just happened to be like, yo, I'm nerding out on these topics so much. I could do an hour and a half on 6ix9ine's beefs. I think that was my first over an hour video. The many beefs of 6ix9ine. And I was like, let me just do a long video on that. Who's going to care? And then I noticed, I was like, wow, I did like 8 videos on 6ix9ine, and that one about all his beefs that was long just was the craziest viewed video that I'd had in ages. This was years ago, but like, it's not about the percentage of the video that's watched. It's literally just watch time. The difficult thing is, it's like, if you chuck up a 6-hour video and you get like an hour average watch time, that's hard to replicate. You can't do every video 6 hours. I could do every video 6 hours and upload like 4 times a year. But then here's the thing that I suffer from that really sucks, is it's like, going back to what you said, YouTube, it doesn't punish you for taking a break, but it ups the stakes, if that makes sense. Because when I dropped the Youngboy video, I'd had the Von video, right? And bear in mind, that was the biggest thing I'd ever done, still to this day. And it was like, I basically had to tell myself, I was like, look, nothing I do is going to top this Von video, at least for a while. Like, my next video, I've got to make the best video I can make, but it's not even going to touch the Von levels, so don't deep that too much. Did the Youngboy video, and I was like, look, I'm going to go super hard. Crazy long video. And I dropped that, and it was like 3 months in between the Von video and the Youngboy video, and it did really well. Nothing like the Von video, but had the Von video never happened, the Youngboy might have been my best video ever at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like, comparatively, I'm like, okay, it's like half the what the Von video is doing, but that was like a golden moment, crazy next level video, and then a moment, and then everyone was beefing me. But like, it goes the other way too. Just because you've got 3 months, I think some people think like, oh, if you have a break, people are going to be gassed. Whatever you upload next is going to pop off. But that's not necessarily true either. So I've had times where it's like, for example, that video I was talking about earlier with the Indian rapper Sidhu, that video, I knew I was taking a risk. It's 2.5 hours long. I think we took over a month. We might have took 6 weeks editing it, maybe. It was super mad. We translated all the Punjabi into English in AI. Like, if you watch that video, when he's doing interviews, he's chatting in Punjabi. We've AI'd his voice into English. We went crazy with that video. So I'm thinking, bear in mind, Sidhu's massive as well. Anytime he drops a video, he's doing 100 million views. So I'm thinking, I ain't dropped in a bit. This is a mad video about Sidhu. This is going to be a whole new audience. This is going to go crazy. And I dropped it, and it flopped. One of the worst performing videos that I've ever dropped. Even now, it's not all about the views, but like, it's probably just cracking 500,000 views for a video that's 2.5 hours. And I spent a lot of money, had my whole team work on it for over a month. So it's kind of like, there's no guarantee, even if a video is long, even if you think it's a madness and you've put loads of effort into it, sometimes it just doesn't connect with your audience. I reckon if that video about Sidhu was on a Punjabi, on T-Series website,
Can you imagine,
channel, 100 M's probably.
Probably.
But, you know what I mean? If it was translated into Punjabi and put on T-Series channel, it might be the biggest documentary in hip-hop history in India ever. Because it's on my channel, and they're just looking for drill in English, and they weren't bothered about my man, it just didn't do anything. So it can be very hit and miss. And I think that, to me, a lot of people get really caught up in the metrics and analytics. And sometimes I feel like I should maybe focus more on them. And I'm trying to pay more attention to them now. But really, at the end of the day, analytics, the algorithm, that's just a representation of like, is it a good video? Is it actually what your audience want to see? And is it actually what's going to keep them just glued and locked in? Like, I can't even explain it. It's just like certain videos I've dropped, like the King Von video. And even... I thought when I dropped that video, I didn't think it was that good a video. I was like, are people gonna rate this? But it's like, people have told me after the fact. It's just like, bro, I was just glued. Like every time you show one of his mad tweets where he's talking about bodies, like I'm just glued. I want to see the next tweet. I want to see the next clip. I'm just glued to this documentary, the way you put it together. And it's like, I can look at my analytics, but at the end of the day, it's just like, bro, I need to make a sick documentary that's about something that everyone really is interested in, and is all the hot info, and it just keeps everyone just glued to the screen. And that's just what the algorithm's going to push at the end of the day. Like,
I think for regular posting and for shorter videos, it's more, I heard Mr. B say this, and I've kind of seen it with my videos. Wow them with the title and thumbnail, and then once they start watching, wow them again. And then that's it. Boom. I think that's the cheat code for like 20-minute, 15-minute videos on YouTube.
I think I've had a little cheat code on the side with my long videos where I think I got really lucky in that loads of different people have made long videos in different niches. I'd never seen anyone do hip hop videos that were really long. Yeah, podcasts. But I remember like even just dropping, I did a video on 600, like the gang in Chicago. And it's like we edited the video and that ended up being like 6 hours and 5 minutes. And I just remember I was like, yo, let's cut 5 minutes off it and make the runtime 600. Just cause.
Yeah, that's baggage.
And like when we did the Crip Mac 55th Street video, I was just like, yo, can we make the run? It was like 57 minutes. I was like, no, I think it was like 52 minutes. And I was like, yo, can we just add some blank space at the end, make it 55 minutes? What number is that? You ain't got any of the weak ones.
We ain't even got any of the weak
That's
ones.
a 17. You ain't got any of the weak ones.
We saying just a one-er?
I'll just hit a one. Go on him.
Yeah, come
hit
on,
one of
man.
these
We got
ones,
Chaplow Ross on this, man. Come on.
Right. Wait, these actually 17s?
They're actually, that's actually from France, actually.
I'm gonna do it because I'm in here with a Snus Tower in the flesh, the iconic Snus Tower. I've seen it, so you know what I'm saying. I got to hit one of these one time.
Now,
Kids, don't replicate this at home.
yeah, if you don't smoke, don't do it. But now we need to take a second though to obviously, big up Chaplow Ross for coming through here as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We appreciate it, bro. You've shown me love, like you know what I mean. A couple months back.
I want to say, bro, I'm super proud of you and what you're doing. I feel like I've just been dialed in watching hella of your videos as a fan. But also as a YouTuber, I can see the grind. I know that sometimes it's hard being a YouTuber. It takes a lot from your life as well as gives to it. But like, I'm proud of what you're achieving. You can take this any direction that you want. I feel like you've created a whole new lane for the UK scene. Let's be real. I'll be real, bro. Few people that have done it, but I'd say the UK hip hop content media scene was pretty dead. And I feel like you've breathed a lot of life back into it. So massive salute to you, bro. I'm proud of you. Sick what you're doing. Always locked in. And I feel like we need more people like you. See Bouncer pop up recently, he's doing his thing. But like, this is what the scene needs, bro. And you guys are building it from the ground up. 2-3 years time, you guys are just gonna be running the whole thing, bro. So it's
You reckon? Is that how you see it going?
facts.
Damn.
I see it that way as well, man.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
That's real.
At the top, it's just us. Come on.
Don't tell me you're quoting Cairo Keys, bro.
Nah.
Nah, bro. What? At the top, so much been said, but like,
Now come on, but with your thing though, honestly, because you've been doing it for so long, and you've kind of, how do I put it? I wanted to ask you this as well, actually. How did you? Because you're connected with academics like No Jumper, like Whack, like way more like Hello Yassine, Blackie Speaks, like all these guys and way more YouTubers, I'm sure as well. What was your in?
Wow, that's a good question, bro. And like, I can't lie, the snus is hitting me differently. Floating off the snus right now. But still, I'm gonna ride it. Pause. Listen, first person I gotta give respect. First person that ever noticed me was House Phone from No Jumper. He put Adam onto me. Shout out Adam, first big YouTuber that showed me love early in the game. Just bro, that snus has hit me differently.
You gotta take it out.
Park that one though. 17's crazy. I hit the 10 sometimes.
I got 2 in, bro.
You got 2 in.
I do 2. We do 2.
Jeez, I'm waves off the snus right now. Yeah, Adam was the first big YouTuber that showed me love. I probably had like 40K maybe at that time. He showed me love. I went to LA, linked him. Just all love, man. But yeah, like Adam got me in there, linked me with linked academics with him. Me, Adam, Remo did a podcast together. It was lit. But yeah, I'm feeling that snus.
If Ack's ever in the UK, bro, you got to bring him here still.
I think he's coming to the UK soon because first time I linked him was in England, funnily enough.
Oh, shit.
But
Oh, yeah, when he did his live show here, innit?
yeah. Man, that was
I wanted to pull up to that,
17's crazy. I'm waved right now. It's hit me differently. But yeah, no, it's like, people have shown me so much love in the scene. That's why I want to share love. Like, I always want to shout out you and Bouncer, my boy Honcho that's doing his thing.
And you ain't received a lot of love.
Huh?
You're giving a lot of love, but you ain't received a lot of love.
I get a lot of hate in the UK. This is the thing I want to say. UK is some real crabs in a barrel. I've got more love from the US than I ever got in the UK. It's mental. But that's how it is, bro. Central probably say the same thing.
Because with this whole content space, obviously you're like, you've got the most subs, like you've been doing the most. I want to like, with this kind of, I don't know if I call it a subgenre.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Kind of a subgenre.
You know what it is as well, though? You got to think bigger than that as well. I'm not putting down the UK scene, but I like hearing you when you're talking about a bit of politics, a bit of UK, NHS little thing you do. Like, it's good to talk about them other topics, and you could take it global because you're a voice now. you could talk about some American stuff and people are going to care. And at a certain point, we're blessed because it's a curse of the UK rappers. The Americans, they ain't trying to hear the accent on the UK rappers. But when you're a journalist, a reporter, they think you're smart. Everyone who said to me, when you talk about all these hood documentaries, but you sound like BBC, like professional Louis Theroux type vibe. So it's like you have so much room to grow. You could be a big YouTuber beyond this scene. Like you ever see Penguin Zero?
Yeah. Charlie.
Could get to the point where you're just doing videos that are just banging 1 million views and you're just talking about whatever's going on because they love your personality, bro. That's what people are falling in love with. Like your personality, unfiltered, you tell it how it is. That's what people want to see. And I feel like you probably don't even realize how big you're going to be because I can see the potential. I know you're going to be massive. I'm not putting down the UK scene, but you're going to be bigger. Like you're going to be bigger than the whole thing, I think. And you just got to keep pushing and don't be scared to like take risks, take on different topics. Take risks. Shout out my guy Armani as well.
Big up Armani.
Big up Armani as well. He's been doing it. His interviews have been sick recently, and he kills it with the clothes. But like, there's just the sky's the limit for you, bro. And I'm excited for you, man.
Damn, hearing that from you is mad. Appreciate it, bro.
No, for real, bro. Like, I can't wait to see where you're at in a couple of years, bro. Because how long has it been since you've really been locking in doing videos just constantly?
Since November last year.
Bro, look how far you've come in that time. Just think. Because I remember when I first blew up and the algorithm got hold of me and started pushing me, I never would have even thought I'd have got 100K subs, bro. Like, I'm still, bro, I still be getting starstruck when I'm in there with Wack and Vlad. Like, shout out to Vlad. Vlad showing me a lot of love. Like, me and Vlad have gone out for dinner and he's just dropped game, broken down the whole game for me. And like, it's just, I never would have thought I'd got to these levels. I don't even know where I'm going to go with it, to be honest. And I feel like for you, just keep pushing. You never know where you're going to end up, bro. So it's inspiring. Like, you inspire me as well.
Damn, a lot of people have told me that as well.
That's
Still,
real, man.
That's real.
yeah, fam. I feel like I've definitely pushed the UK scene to like for people to be more consistent now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, another person, Poetic Flacco, been killing it in America with the daily. I mean, he's doing like 5 videos a day, killing it.
Damn, yeah, he's killing it. They've got. That's another thing as well. I feel like I need like a team. You know what I mean?
He's not got a team though. He does most of his shit on his own.
He edits by himself as well.
Right, he's on the YouTube grind just like you are, bro. I see him. Like, I did a No Jumper News with him the other day, and he's just like running out the door. He's like, I gotta go and make 5 videos now. He is just grind mode, and it's inspiring, but it's also like you do need to have a little bit of a life as well.
Yeah,
and that's something that I've been struggling with, is like trying to actually find time outside of YouTube. It's a little bit weird because I've been doing this for a few years now, and it's sometimes I take a step back and I'm like, wow, like what else do I even do? Like, what else do I even like other than making videos? So that's like the bad side of it, but at the same time, it's like it's your life. It's like it's your vision. It's your movie to put together, and like basically, it can be whatever you want it to be.
And it's a dream as well. Like, it's a good. Like, this is all. I don't know if for you, but for me, it's content thing's always been my dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It's a dream come true for me. Like I was saying, like I still pinch myself. Like when I did that podcast with Vlad and Academics and Adam and Wack and everyone and Remo all in the same room, I'm thinking, what am I doing here? Like, how have I even ended up here? Like, this is mental. And so even for me, it's like it's a crazy feeling, and like I just kind of catch myself feeling like, bro, it's crazy to think the growth that I've had in like 4 or 5 years and where I've ended up. Like, who knows where it's gonna go? So, yeah, man, I'm hyped for you, bro.
I appreciate it, brother, man. Honestly, because I'm a bit snussed off as well right now. But
Bro, that was hitting, man. I need to get I need the 3s.
you're on the lower level ones, bro. But see, if you do it a lot, you end up getting there.
You said that was the 50s.
Don't want that one. You don't want that
Bro, that'd kill me. OD, bro. I need the Narcan.
Yeah, but it's like with the content thing as well. I find now I'm at a point where it's like I know what's gonna connect with the viewers, but it's just about what's gonna connect with my viewers and connect with other people, because I feel like that's the way to grow. When your viewers fuck with it and loads more people fuck with it.
This is a difficult thing though, and this is something I'm struggling with a bit at the moment. Is like you don't want to abandon your core fans that got you there, but then also sometimes there might be people that was there for you for day one. But it's like, bruh, I need to do a topic that maybe you don't give a fuck about, that some new people are going to be interested in. Like, I've grown a lot in the 5 years or 6 years that I've been having success on YouTube. And like, there's other things I'm interested. Like, I want to do a few videos that aren't hip hop, drill, rap related. But I'm kind of on the fence, like, my main viewers, my core fan base aren't going to rock with this. But then like, I have interests outside of hip hop. Hip hop is my main number one passion, but like I'm interested in other things. Like I'm interested in politics and movies and history and different things. So it's like you got to take risks, and sometimes you got to jump into different lanes to try it out. And sometimes it doesn't go well. Like I've had a few videos recently that haven't really hit the way I'm used to them hitting, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah, but this is a topic that I'm passionate about, and maybe I know deep down that a certain topic, look, 10 million people ain't really interested in this topic, but this week I'm super into this topic, and I'm making a video on it, and let's just gonna see how it's gonna play out. So it's like you can't lose sight of what got you here, but then also it's like what got you here might not get you there. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
That is a very good thing.
Right?
yeah. You got to find a balance, bro.
For real.
Because initially, when you first post the video, it's first getting pushed to your audience, and if your audience ain't rocking with it, YouTube most likely isn't gonna push it.
That's the thing. But you know what? Sometimes some of the comments that I love the most is when people comment and they're like, I had no interest in this rapper or this story or this scene, but like I gave this a chance.
Them comments hit different still.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, even, bro, I love, you're going to like this, yeah, but I love when people comment, like, bro, I hated Youngboy. And then I watched your video on Youngboy. I fuck with Youngboy now. I love Youngboy now. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm converting you, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, 6 hours, go and do your homework on Youngboy and become a fan. And, like, you know what I mean? Then I can convert you. But that's the thing. But the passion shines through, bro. If you go and watch my 6 hour video on Youngboy, you're going to see that passion, how much I'm vested in his career and him as a person. And that's only going to rub off on you a bit. And you're going to be like, okay, well, I can see why this guy is an important fixture in hip hop, and I can see the passion you have for him. So I'm going to give him a chance. So
I haven't even actually taken in like his actual life side of things. I just love his music. Like, his music is great.
But there you go. It's
But
like
I'm probably gonna watch that video.
there's so much more to it than meets the eye, and I feel like that's what being a YouTuber is all about. Is like sharing your passion. It's a YouTube. It's all about you and your passion that you're going to share with the world and broadcast with the world. So it's like you might take a topic that you're mad into, and you're just like, you know what, my core audience might not be that into this, but let me really let my passion for it shine through, and I'm gonna tell you something you didn't know about this. And sometimes that's where you get them people, and it's like, yeah, we gave it a chance and we liked it, and then maybe YouTube pushes it to a wider audience, and you know what I mean. Then those ones make you grow. So
I hear that, but at the same time, because the first time I started diving into kind of politics, what's going on in the UK type of topics, was when I spoke about China. Some Chinese students did some mad. They did like 100, like 5 million fraud, and I talked about it. And that video got like 120, I think something like 140k views now. Like very good video. It did well, and in that video, I gained a lot of new audience because people were like, "How does this guy know so much about China?" Because I know a lot. I study China because in my country, Grenada, China's doing a lot of things there. So it's like I study a lot about China, and that video did so well. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
comes
It's
from a genuine place, right? It comes from a genuine place of knowledge and passion, and like, you know, your history. You probably got really interesting insights into like someone that's done a massive scam or somebody that's done like different things. You know what I'm saying? Like essentially, like you're taking the things that you know about. I think a lot of people look at me and they're like, "Oh, he's nerdy white kid. He's not going to know nothing about hip hop." But over the years, I've shown people that like, "Oh shit, like give me a chance, and you'll see how much passion I have for the subject, and that it's genuine. It doesn't matter where I'm from or what I look like. If I'm gonna show you, yo, I really can tell you about King Von, some shit that you would have never even known." And like people respect that, and that wins people over to be like, okay, I like you, I like your passion for these topics, like I like your research methods, I like the fact that you go really deep into these topics that other people maybe wouldn't bother. So yeah, that's like a great example for you, and it unlocks like, oh, there's a whole genre of content where you could look at crypto scams, financial frauds. You know, you see someone like CoffeeZilla.
Yeah,
his whole thing is like
him.
exposing people that have done little crypto finesses, and then he talks about a few other different things now, frauds, scams, crimes online. And he's built a mad empire through talking about these things. So.
He's like the biggest YouTuber for like whenever a crypto scam happens, I'm waiting for his video.
Bro, I need to see him do a video on Broad Day and them.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that. I'm thinking that he must be working on that.
Oh, you think that really happened, or you think it's cap?
Nah, it did happen.
Because I saw you talking when you did the interview with that guy. What was it? Ads.
Oh yeah, that was bullshit. That one.
But when you said at the end of it, you said you made some comment and you were like, I think this is just content and it's all cap. There was a bit of me that was like, is the whole thing promo and Broad Day's going to drop a tape?
Now, you know what it is? It's because someone in LB's circle who I met through Mizzy, actually, funny enough, he was telling me like, oh, LB has nothing to do with this, but it did, off camera, it did really happen, innit? and that Gotti guy was moving mad. He was off the rails, but LB had nothing to do with that. So the whole watch, him selling the watch, him picking up the money, that actually happened.
That's mental, bro.
Yeah,
Because I was thinking like, if this is just promo, this is the best promo I've ever seen. There's got to be a tape coming, but obviously there's no tape.
because broad day, once the lick happened, he's thinking he's hitting up bare people for interviews. Like, I'm gonna fly you to LA. I'm gonna show you how I'm living and that. That's why I was thinking your interview was something to do with that.
Nah, not even, bro. Not even. I'm hoping I get the call at some point soon though. But
Now to
We'll
wrap it up though, let's ask. There's one more thing I want to ask, and we'll check with everyone else if they've got anything else they want to ask as well before we stream. If you're still down for that.
yeah.
Being white, obviously in this space, yeah. Is that has Vlad and Adam 22 been able to give you some sort of game on maneuvering through the space with that? Because you also said you're into politics as well. I feel like that'd be a bad idea, getting into politics, especially with you get what I'm saying,
Yeah.
innit?
I feel like the advice that I've been given from them sort of guys is it's almost like, look, at the end of the day, you're a white guy in hip hop. Some people are not going to respect that ever, and that's fine. And obviously I get backlash and I get hate. You're a nerdy white freak or whatever Shawnee called me, right? But it's like at the end of the day, it's kind of like I feel like what people have told me is just like, well, your passion for the topic basically has got to shine through, and that like you can't really deep that. For people that don't like you because of your race, you're never going to convince them. But for people that are on the fence, if you can just show, look, I'm truly passionate about these topics. I'm not, the whole culture vulture thing is like, I don't see myself as a culture vulture. I'm not just faking it and trying to just be like, what's going on in hip hop that I can just steal from, and I don't even care about this stuff. Like I care about what's going on in the scene. I've sat here for however many hours talking about all this stuff off the cuff that I'm interested in. It'd be hard to fake that. Like, let me just make notes on all this stuff that I don't even care about. Like, this is what I'm genuinely interested in. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to convince people that are just going to dislike me based on what I look like, but the passion shines through, and I'm just being an authentic version of myself. And I'm just a white guy. I think the good thing about what I do is it's like I've just kept it real as far as like I don't try and be something I'm not. I don't try and like.
That's true, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't try and. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to be a roadman. I'm not Nike teched off with a mad chain. Like I bought a chain for fun, but I don't really wear it. But it's just like I'm not trying to be a gangster. I'm not trying to be I'm just being me, and like I'm a dork that loves hip hop, likes drill. I'm on Reddit all the time, and that is what it is. And like if you fuck with it, great. If you don't, then fair enough. I'm probably not going to convince you, but it's tricky. I think being a white guy in hip hop does come with a lot of baggage, but I can't change that.
It's kind of like people are always going to view you as an outsider. And I think it's fair. I mean, you are an outsider, bro, in terms of the culture, because you said you're from Brighton as well. So people are obviously always going to be a bit skeptical of you as well. And a lot of it comes from people thinking, oh, why is this outsider coming into the culture?
Just sorry to cut you off here. I dislike when people call someone an outsider when they know way more than the people that are inside, quote unquote. Like,
it's a weird one for me though, because it's like, look, I am an outsider in terms of like I've never been in the streets. I don't know what it's like to drill someone and to be from the block and to deal with that sort of trauma.
But even that's not really that isn't necessarily being in the mix of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people I feel like people warm to me more, not more, but people warm to me because I'm pretty much a part of the culture, you know what I mean? Grew up in certain area, but I've never drilled on anyone, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that's like that's a key thing that you need to have done,
No,
or be involved in gangs necessarily.
I think some people see it that way, but it's almost like I just so happened to have fallen in love with hip hop. Like I had two older brothers that were like into skateboarding, and they just got into hip hop. And I was growing up, and there was just Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, Eminem CDs about, and that's just what I got into, and that's just that took hold of me, and that's where my passion came from. I looked up to rappers because I just felt like they were the most interesting people I'd ever heard of. Growing up in like a small town near the coast of England, like to me, someone like 50 Cent was like a superhero. I'd never known anyone that got shot, let alone 9 times and survived and became the biggest rapper in the whole world. That was just like, something that fascinated me and something that I just thought was really inspirational. And it's like, I don't feel like I need to have come from that environment, but it's like to have something to say about it. But like, I'd like to think that I am respectful of the culture. I don't I don't try and be something I'm not. I don't try and like insert myself in it in a way that I feel like isn't authentic to who I am. I mess around. Like I used to make rap songs. I've tried to rap. Like there was a time when I was rapping and making music, and I thought that was really cool, and that's what I wanted to do. And that wasn't for me. And then like I found what I'm doing now. But like it all just comes from a place of passion and authenticity. It's like I'm authentically me in the same way that someone like Broad Day is authentically him. He comes from that environment and he's rapping about it and he's dealing with it. I'm authentically me. I'm not from that environment. I'm talking about the rappers that I grew up listening to that inspired me and that I think are really cool, or that are in the headlines right now and are impacting the culture in a way that I think is relevant. And I'm not trying to be anything I'm not at the end of the day. And I think it's just like, it's impossible to convince everyone. Some people just like, bro, we don't like the way you look, and that's just not going to run for us. That's cool. That's
Literally, so many people, more people than I think a lot of people would realize, that will just never embrace you simply because of how you look.
Yeah,
and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's life.
It's
and
life.
The irony is that and it goes the other way around. It's like it's a certain level of discrimination, and it's like there's guys that are from the roads that could never be accepted in a corporate environment because of the way they look. Unfortunately, because of the way society is. I don't think that's a good thing, but you know what I mean. The world's a cold, messed up, ignorant place a lot of the time. So I'm just trying to do me the best I can, and just live and just not try and convince people that I'm never going to convince.
Because a lot of people, on my video that I made about you and Shawnee, a lot of people were saying, oh, why are you defending this white guy over a black woman? And it's just like, fam, I thought I was fair in the video, to be honest. I thought I was fair to both of you in the video, to be honest with you. But it's like, how do I put it? It's like, what? It's like, fam, this snus is still on me. I can't lie.
It's like
a little bit. I forgot where I was gonna land with that.
But it's like for some people,
because I want to ask these questions. I want to make sure everything's covered, isn't it?
Then people in your comments, it's like those. Unfortunately, is some of those people that are in the comments saying, "Why are you taking this side?" They are only seeing it in terms of black and white, this side versus that side, and the world's more complicated than that. And some people want to just think in binary of just like us versus them, this group, that group, and other people don't think that way. Like you're a free thinker, so you're not going to let group dynamics and just like I don't know, tribalism is the word, but like convince you what to believe about one person or another. You're just taking it based on the facts. And I don't want to be lame, but it's like it goes back to like the Martin Luther King quote. It's like I'm having a dream of my kids being judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. And it's like, bro, judge me on the content of my character and what I'm into rather than the color of my skin. Listen to what I have to say before you judge me. And some people are going to do that, some people aren't, and it's what it is.
I want to get back to what Jay said, because initially, what did you say? You said you don't like when people...
Yeah, like, as much as it's true, as much as people will say you're an outsider, which is true, but there needs to be some sort of, like, where's the limit? Because if you're an outsider and you know more than people that are inside, then what are we calling the people that are inside?
That's what you said. That's what you said. What do you mean by that?
As in... Like the culture. There's people that are inside that don't know shit about the culture, and then there's people that are outside that know way more than the people that are inside. If you know what I'm saying.
But what gets under people's skin, not about you, just in general, is if someone's benefited from the culture and they don't really show not respect, but they don't really show any gratitude to the culture, and they don't really show any respect to they don't show any empathy towards issues that people who help to make the culture face. I think which
is true, but I play devil's advocate. Yeah, I feel like either way they're gonna feel a type of way because they're outsiders, as you said, quote unquote. Yeah, but my thing is why is it that as people that are inside we didn't see that as an opportunity to go into that lane before the quote unquote outsider did it?
Well, you could
devil's
say
advocate, innit? Like
we could say devil's advocate is good, but you could say the reason that is because people in the culture, they're underprivileged. You know what I mean? Ain't going to uni as much. No, I don't know if you went uni or you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I went uni as well. So and I'm doing this, and I went to uni, I studied. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's a funny one because I feel like at the start, a lot of people would say that to me of just like, white guys in the culture, you, Adam, Vlad. But I would always kind of clap back and be like, yeah, but what about all the amazing black people that have done really great in this lane? Charlemagne the God, probably before anyone was even doing it.
True.
You know, a very woke black guy that essentially spoke for the culture for a long time. Academics is probably number one in this space, I would say. You know, young black guy, Jamaican heritage, like it's. There's white guys doing it. There's black guys doing it. What's wrong with that? There's white rappers. There's black rappers. I feel like it's funny because it's like when you flip it on its head that it's like, you know, yeah, a lot of guys maybe coming from that. And it's not even just about black because there's people that are white that come from underprivileged backgrounds.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
That don't have the access to opportunity
100%.
too. But obviously hip hop is primarily, it's a black leaning genre. It's black culture. But at the same time, it's kind of like most of the rappers that are successful are black. That's just realistically, if we're going to say that that's probably true. It leans that way, and then why is that? Why are white people underrepresented in that? Well, I don't know. Like that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? There's certain industries, certain professions that like are more inhabited by more people of different race, different gender, and it's kind of like it's not about like we need to have 75% of the commentators on hip hop need to be black and 30%. It's just like this. I'm just happen to be the guy that made the documentaries that were good that he was into. Happened to be white. You know, no one's saying like, there needs to be more white rappers. There needs to be more representation on these different fields, whether it's, you know, I don't know, different, more black doctors, more white basketball players. It's like, bro, just people, if you're good at it, doesn't matter what race you are and you should just be able to do it.
No, but the rebuttal I'd have to that is, yeah, if you're good at it, you should do it, but there'll be less black doctors in certain cases because less, you know what I'm saying, less access to certain things, you know what I mean?
No, and that's facts. And I feel like that's the thing is.
So that's why people say, sorry to go, but that's why some people say like there needs to be more representation here because of that injustice. You know what I mean?
think the thing that I find difficult about that is it's like sometimes I hear these voices and I almost feel like, well, what are you trying to say? I should quit. I shouldn't be allowed to do this job because I'm white. Okay, well, what's the list of white professions I'm allowed? And then are we going to say, well, okay, you're not allowed to be a hip hop commentator because you're white. All right, then. Well, okay, as a black guy, are you allowed to be a doctor? Are we doing segregation? It should just be if you're a fit for the job, you got the passion for the job, you want to commit your life to. If you're a young black guy that wants to commit your life to being a brain surgeon, and that's an underrepresented profession, who's anyone to say that you shouldn't be allowed to or you should be discouraged from doing that? You know, how wrong would it be to say, well, no, you're a young black kid from the projects, you should be going to the basketball league rather than aiming to be a doctor? No, if you want to do something, forget the race, forget your background. We should be aiming for a society where you can do whatever you want. And like, unfortunately, society is not that fair at this point. And
I'd compare it to feminism even because there's a lot of women are underrepresented in a lot of sectors, and that's because recently women have not. Let's say recently, like 40 years ago, women are allowed to open bank accounts without a male signature. So I kind of say it's similar to that. Like before, women didn't have the opportunities to do these things. So now, if they're underrepresented, they're gonna want maybe more opportunities, but we're just going into a mad thing anyway. I think we should wrap it up now.
The last thing I'll just say is it's like, that's what I'd say is it's like when people say that, it's just like, bro, I want to see more black creators flourish. Like there's loads of really great ones that you can point to, more white ones, more Asian ones. Like let's just all just make it so that anyone can do something if you have the passion for it and the grind for it and the mindset for it. And like the underrepresented young black people that haven't been able to become content creators, well, let's, you know, have shining examples to show people you can. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to go to the streets. You don't have to be any this, that, or the other job. You don't have to do a blue collar job. You can do this from whatever background.
And in this time, the playing field is fair now. Now it's fair content. Anyone can start making content now. The barriers are if everyone's got a phone, you know what I mean? Anyone can get into it. So I feel like now is a good time a time where it's fair to say that.
Yeah, and there's great role models, like, you know what I mean? It's like, if you say, this white guy doing hip hop, well, okay, great, but you got KSI is probably number one guy in this country, young black guy. His music weren't nothing about his videos weren't nothing about anything to do with the culture. He was just a young black man that loved football, loved FIFA, and just made that his thing. And like, you know, great example, shining role model. So like, rather than just trying to tear me down because I'm white and like you're in this lane, yeah, cool, but then okay. We got amazing people. We got Charlemagne, got Tanks. You got KSI. There's a great example. So
I
let's
just slip my name in there, man.
but you know what? It's like you're a role model, bro. Because it's like if any young person would feel like, oh, you know, it's a bunch of white guys that are doing well in hip hop culture. Ross, Adam, Vlad. Okay, great. But loads of great black guys that have done the same thing. More power to them. You can do that if you want to do that, or maybe you don't. Maybe you want to go and be a brain surgeon or a lawyer. Cool. Like, I think just open-mindedness for everyone. That's what I would preach anyway.
All right, fam. Yeah.
I hear it, man.
Anyway, I think we should hop on live now, yeah?
do
Wrap
it,
it up. Yeah.
Ain't gonna drop the low.
Drop the... Nah, no Huncho CGM over here, bro.
Bro, can you imagine?
Brother.
Can you imagine? Nah, I think I'm good with CGM. I think I'm good with CGM now. Hopefully.
You reckon?
Hope
Hope
so.
so.
I don't think they like me, bro.
Nah, I do think some of them don't like me, but I'm gonna patch that up.
I've been doing the gambling videos. I've been Digga D talking about Digga D all the time. I don't think they like it, bro.
Digga D's back, man. He's ready to take over.
Is he out?
Oh, I see Reddit saying that he was out, but could be fake news.
Because he's due to be out anyway. He's due to be
I'd have thought
released.
so.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the scene needs. We need a little Digga D back on the streets to just make a little vibe, different little Digga Cairo link up. Just change the game.
Maybe not link up, but
Digga and Cairo. That just doesn't sound.
they can't even link up, I don't think.
Really?
Let me see. Now he's from South, not even Bush.
Yeah.
Nah, that'd be some. Nah, you can't link up with Digga D.
I just don't want that to happen. I'll be honest.
I don't want his happen.
If them two got together and made a hit, certain people would be stressed.
I feel like once Digga's out and Digga starts dropping hits again, I feel like you're gonna stop saying this stuff about Cairo Keys and that. I feel like you're gonna see the light again.
Hey, listen, man. I feel like there's all different lanes to be in. Cairo's got his thing going on. I rate it. Digga's got his thing going on. Like, there's room for everyone. This is what I'm saying. There's room for everyone
Is
at the
there
table.
though? Is there though? Because earlier on you were saying Central C's taking the limelight
No,
from
but that's what I'm
everybody.
saying. We need to ease up on that and make some room for the table. Because right now it's a big table and one guy's eating everything.
Yeah. All right, man. Do you want to do the outro, bro?
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm a
you're
bit
ill
ill,
though.
yeah,
Big ups to
but
Jace though. He's a soldier, bro. This guy's ill,
Yeah,
fam.
I'm so ill right now. But
Same, but hey, we soldier through.
you're gonna have to do the outro today, bro.
All right, man. Listen, that was a great conversation. How long was you going on for, bro?
2 hours and a half.
2.5 hours. God damn.
Now I see how you can get like a 6-hour video done because you just do it like.
Oh, man. The recording sessions are long. That's the hard thing.
Yeah.
You're doing a long video like that. You're recording all day long.
Jeez, yeah. Can you imagine? You're doing 6 hours. 6 hours of talking.
And that's no, it's
like
not
a
even,
day's
that's
worth
not even
of-
6 hours. That's 6 hours edited.
It's like I've had to write it all perfectly and then read it for 6 hours. Solid, you know what I mean?
So you script your videos as well? Of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
you
script,
do.
but everything's scripted fully.
Damn. And your team, and how many? Again, I want to ask. Maybe I don't know if off camera, maybe, but you see with your team, like, what's it called? Did you hire them? Did you hire editors like full time initially, or was it a trial basis at first, and then?
It was like I trialed a few different people, but then like if they're good, trying to lock them in full time. But then it's difficult. It goes both ways because like, I know a lot of people that have got they just have editors they kind of jump in and out with. Whereas like I've built full time editors, but then it's also like when it slows down, then it's kind of like you feel the heat because then you're kind of like I got full time people. Maybe this video didn't do too good. Maybe I lost a bit of money on this video, but like everyone's locked in. We need a video next month, so we need people locked in. So it's difficult. Running a business and making YouTube videos is two different things, isn't it? And I probably more enjoy making videos than running a business, but it's a necessity.
What? So do you feel like the team has kind of taken a lot of the strain away from you, in terms of you just having to edit? The team's kind of allowed you to kind of given you more space to think.
It was like that at the start, but now I feel like the more people that I've had in the team, the more it takes to like manage and keep track of what everyone's doing, and then like fixing problems, fixing mistakes in the videos, finding out where edits are, making sure that everything's done on time. I probably spend too much time like managing the business. I feel like sometimes I miss that time when it was just like when it was first popping, I was just doing everything myself, and it was kind of like probably a bit more fun and a bit more freeing, but also it was a bit more like you don't really know what's going to happen. Whereas now it's kind of like it's a bit more like consistent. Like, okay, we're gonna have a video out, whether it's every month, every week, or whatever. It's like, okay, this is the plan. We've got people there ready to edit. We just need to get the idea, need to get it done, put it out. Whereas before it was almost, you know, back in the day, it was almost just like, just kind of like, just feeling a bit more freeing. I feel like you're in that point now where it's almost like you're transitioning out of that time where you're just free. I just make a video whenever I feel like it. Anytime I want to talk about something. And now you're getting to that point where it's like, I need a video today.
Yeah.
you know, need a video every, or like what Flacco's doing. He's like, I'm making 5 videos every day. And I kind of look at what he's doing, like, whoa, man, like you're basically like every day you're having to find a bunch of stuff, make it interesting, make the video, put it out, make the thumbnail, and it's like you really get on the grind. And it's kind of like that's when I feel like you can maybe start to lose the enjoyment of it a little bit.
For like 2 weeks, I was doing 4 videos a day. Like I was doing 2 on the main and then 2 on the second channel. And I said I was gonna do it for a month. I couldn't do it for the month. It was too much because I was editing all myself, recording it all myself. It was too much, bro.
It's tough, and I feel like if that's happening, maybe that's time where you're like, let me try out an editor and see if I can do that more comfortably, and whether I get the results I want.
Because even this podcast, like with all the podcasts, like the clips will do well. The clips are what will make more money than just the full episode, I reckon. So it's like, and love for coming as well, because this should be a nice, you know what I mean? As long as YouTube don't limit all my videos on the second channel.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah, but once that monetization gets sorted out there, an editor would make sense for the second channel, just to clip things up, you know what I mean? But
Give it a go, man.
yeah, looking for one, man, looking for one.
That's hard, bro. It's hard to find good people and people that get YouTube. It's like, really, it's like a new YouTube. I know it's been about for a while, but it's like a new thing, really. And it's like finding people that get this type of content different.
Yeah. And also, like, finding an editor that does it how you want it to be done as well.
Hard.
That's what I know I'm going to struggle with.
Because then you spend so much time telling them what you like, and then you're like, I could have just done this. But then once they learn, then you get the motion, and then you're kind of like, okay, now you're getting it. Now I don't need to tell you again. But it goes up and down.
Yeah, man. Because even, you know J200, innit? YouTuber, comedian kind of guy.
I've probably seen his videos. I can't place him right this second.
Yeah, if I showed you his face, then you'd know him, innit? But he was saying the same thing. When he's gone through editors, and then it's like they'll edit the video, and then it's not how he wants it, and it's like the amount of time he spends correcting it. It's like I might as well have just done this myself. So it's just headache. It's just headache, bro. But nothing worth having's easy, mate.
Yeah, that's facts, man. And if you do it all yourself, you can only get so far. There's a limit. So it's like you got to find the sweet spot that works for you.
Yeah. How many views do you do a month?
3 to 5 mil.
God damn.
It's been so consistent for me for quite a long time though, but it's like, it's kind of like, that's like a good spot with me. I'm good with that. I'm not chasing the views necessarily, like I need to make 10 million views a month, but it's almost like I feel like the most important to me thing right now is just consistency. And I feel like even if it seems consistent from the outside, like from the inside, it's still very inconsistent. And like, I want to just get it so that I just know every video is going to be a banger. Every video is going to be edited perfectly. Not too many problems, not too many mistakes. But it's difficult, man. It's an ongoing battle every day.
I can imagine, bro. Anyway, let's get ready for the stream, man. Traplaw Ross, love for coming on, man.
Appreciate you, my brother. Anytime.
Appreciate it, man. Honestly, yeah. Thanks. We'll wrap it up there. Anyway, Bad, you ain't got anything else to ask, have you?
No, that's it, man. It was a serious episode.
Damn, if Bads ain't got anything to ask, we've really covered everything still. Alright.
Wait, let me interrupt properly because he didn't do it properly. I'm ill, but we're gonna liven up quickly to do the outro. So, my people, appreciate you watching. I don't know why you're coming here, bro. He loves to do things like this, man. You don't, bro. This ain't the thumbnail picture. We never do it like that. He just wants to be different today. All right, appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you next time.
Yeah, if you somehow don't.
Yeah, someone translate.
You got it?
Okay.
Yeah, that was sick, man.
That was a great episode.
Yes, please.
That was